Sup?
Habibis, my Habibis. How is everyone? How you doing, baby? How you doing? Feels like it's been forever. I haven't seen you.
How are we going? Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to the people?
I'm talking to you and the people. It's been such a great busy week. Like I have this show on the weekend, so it feels like 2 weeks happened in this week.
Yeah, it's exciting.
I'm like learning to stop being lazy, and it's this incredible feeling. It's insane, dude. All these things are adding up. I'm turning into a new person. It's like this.
Wow.
It's like.
What do you got going on in your life, Amish? I mean, tell us.
I'm here for the congregation. Number one, congregation. Let's just say that congregation. I love it.
Yeah.
The people are here. I love that. God is great. You're doing great. Great, Karmas. That's great. Everyone did great. But I just did an audition for The Bachelor.
That's a joke, right? The Bachelor?
Bachelor in Paradise. I just did an audition for Bachelor in Paradise.
Oh, dude, you're a star. We know a star, ladies and gentlemen. Well,
let's see if I get in.
Oh, so you're not okay. Right. I don't know how TV works.
I just did the audition tape.
I thought TV was just so starved for stars at this point. It's so dead that it's like, hey, we'll take anybody.
Let's see what they say, dude. Because if they take me, I gotta go. And then, dude, but then I saw some guys. They're sexy, dude. They're hot in there. But I know. I'll do a meditation. It's fine. I'll do a meditation. It's fine. I'll do a meditation that makes them think I have abs, and that's it. But that's fine. But that's fine.
You'll manifest your abs, dude. It's fine. It's fine. You'll manifest your abs.
I'll manifest a vision of abs in front of my abs, and that's it. And that'll win. They won't know.
So number one, I hope you don't get it. I need you for the show.
Only 6 weeks.
Well, I do.
But dude, people will come to the show.
You're still gonna have to do our show, though. You get that?
I got to do it. I got to tell them, like, hey, I have a podcast. I got to do my podcast.
It's a big deal.
Every Thursday. Yeah.
Hey, the podcast, it's a big deal. No, you do it for the show, and then you just, like, anytime you get in there, you're like, hey, baby, I got that drip on YouTube. Like, you know how you do, like, I'm from Harvard, X. You go, like, hey, I got the drip on YouTube. 14,000 followers. 14,000 followers. You ever see that? Yo.
I got the drip. I got a little congregation. Maybe I got a little congregation on YouTube. They're going to take care of us.
They're going to fall for that. Do you think pastors are open to Indian leads? It's a hot topic on conversation.
And I told them in my video. I even said in the video. I said, as a South Asian man, I am discriminated in the online dating market. And the numbers bear it out. I mean, we talked about
I would pull that card. I'd go, hey, I'm of Cuban-American descent. You can put that in your box.
Put it in the box.
Put that in your box.
Yeah. Because I haven't seen a lot of South Asian males on your show either. So what does that mean? Are you guys discriminating? I don't know. I don't want to say it. I don't want to have to say it.
Yo, can we refire Chris Harrison to get me on? Just kidding. Hey, how y'all doing at home?
What's up?
I know people are like, what is The Bachelor, dude? Yeah, what's The Bachelor?
People don't know The Bachelor. It's like one of the biggest shows.
And we're also going to talk about Dogecoin in a second, guys. I know it's in the title. We're clickbaiting people, and then we're going way off course immediately as usual.
As usual, classic Amish.
Maybe we should talk a bit about Dogecoin.
Let's talk about Dogecoin, dude, because we're basically become some Dogecoin billionaires, dude.
No.
Because it's time to buy Dogecoin, right? No, what are we doing?
No.
I feel
that's not the purpose of the show.
Let's tell the congregation.
First of all, you know how stupid it would be. You know how stupid it would be to buy right here.
I know.
Hey, I mean, she'd be like the guy, like, "Hey guys, I heard about this cool new thing, Dogecoin. Time to get in." Look,
but dude,
all these currencies, dude, a lot of these currencies, like a huge majority, are just Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes because listen, it's called a greater fool thing. Okay, cut the music. This isn't a time for jokes. It's time for serious. It's time for serious exposition.
This is great, dude. This is great. I like it.
Let me set this up.
First lecture. This is tight.
Okay. Dogecoin, guys, ladies and gentlemen, is a currency that I'm pretty sure was started as a joke. I mean, literally, it's got a. Do you know what the Doge is? It's a meme. It's a meme coin, and that it has been memed to what 20 cents. Now, that may not sound like a lot, but there's a huge amount of currency. What's the market cap of Doge right now?
It's going up.
The Doge is a $30 billion coin right now.
It's going up.
30 billion.
It's time to get in, is what you're saying. So you're saying it's time to get into
No,
Dogecoin.
Here's the thing.
Dogecoin.
Here's the thing.
Let's go.
No. What goes up will probably eventually come down.
It is nonsense.
Unless
right?
unless you're now the currency. Like if you're the dollar, you never really have to come down. But if you're just one of these random like coins, you're gonna come down.
Yeah.
And these people are gonna lose their life savings on it. But it doesn't, dude.
It's lottery. They're playing a lottery. Like there's gonna be one crypto, I think, in 10. Oh, no. Okay, I'm being stupid now. There's gonna be like 3 cryptos in 10 years, whatever, and they're gonna be huge, and they're gonna be worth something, and they're gonna create real value for our society, even.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, which horse to back? It's all nonsense. It's all Tika Tiwari. I got the 5 coins. What is Tika Tiwari's pitch? He's like 5 coins to 5 billion.
It's like trillion now. No, it's like billion. Now it's like trillion. You got to level up. So what? My question is like, what's next? 2 coins to 2 quadrillion? Like he's gonna invent numbers that don't exist.
It doesn't. And for doing nothing.
But the Doge though, the Doge, you're right.
Doge.
It's like the creator said, look, this was a meme. It was a joke. And people love the joke so much that they're basic, but also they're greedy. So it's like they think they're gonna get rich from Doge. And so that's the point of this this today. We're talking about the future Dogecoin millionaires. Are you one of them? Are you rich from Doge?
So often it's these greedy little pigs. No, but we're getting rich, guys. We're getting rich.
Yo,
buy Dogecoin now. We just become like Jim Cramer on this, dude. We should just go Jim Cramer and say, buy Dogecoin. You know what? I have slaves now.
You know what?
Go.
You never lose by always rocketing everything. That's what all these like crypto guys, stock guys do. It's everything. Hey, it's up 800%. And then the thumbnail's like, and then everyone piles in at the top when it's the worst time to get in. And then it dumps on people. And you know what the people do? They just delete the video. They're such con artists. I can't believe, dude, I don't watch any stock guys, crypto guys. I don't even waste my time. I'm just like, dude, you almost could create an index that goes against what all these guys recommend, and you'd probably make more money.
Dude,
honestly.
My dad used to get this Vector Vest. You ever see Vector Vest? Vector Vest? You don't know Vector Vest? Dude, I know so many people, they buy this thing called Vector Vest, and it just tells them what stocks to buy. And then they get wild on you with their stuff.
Yeah, it's a newsletter. It's a newsletter. Look, people are saying
crypto has all of that. Crypto has that right now.
Oh yeah.
They have that speculation. Here's the thing. They have that speculative bubble.
We're in a bubble, and that's fine, but as long as you guys know we're in a bubble. When a meme coin goes to $30 billion, you're in a bubble, which is fine. It's fun, but well, you guys know what happens. The bubble.
You know what happens.
Look at this. Look at this. There's whole accounts called Dogecoin Rise. Do not panic sell. HODL. Now these are not small numbers, Amish. This is 6,000 likes. Amish,
guys, we share this video with the congregation. Share this video. This is a travesty, man. 6,000 likes? Do we have 6,000 likes on our video?
No, we got 22 likes on this video right now, dude.
This is a travesty. This goddamn
Ring the bell, Amish. Like the video, people. You have to like the video.
This is just some Dogecoin Rise is someone who's like, guys, I made millions in Dogecoin, and I can teach you. And that's what the channel is.
Yeah. That's all it is.
How do you go for one coin? Like, there's just 50 coins. Like, it should be like horse racing. Just back. That's what they're doing. They're backing one. They're gonna lose their money probably. There's like a 90% chance. There's only like,
if I had Doge right now, I'm gonna sell it. But that's because I'm bearish. I mean, on this kind of stuff, I think it's all Ponzi schemes. But
I think it's nonsense. It is just like it's gambling right now.
Have you seen like the Ponzi thing? There's like a literal Ponzi token. It's called, what is it called? Ponzi coin. I wish I had started this. This sounds like something I would do.
No, but this is so internet where someone just starts like, hey, I'm starting a sex slave cult for whoever's into that. So if you're into that, just join it. And
$8 billion market cap. It's like, of course.
Of course. It's a legitimate.
The world's first legitimate Ponzi scheme. How it works. Invest in the blockchain. It pumps itself. Every time 100 tokens are sold, the smart contract doubles the price. No exit strategy. Cash out. You can cash out for 1/4 of the current price. And then look at the summary, the white paper.
Oh my God.
The white paper is supposed to be a technical paper. It's me, you, your friend's college fund.
They put that? Or did you put that? You put
No,
that.
this is real. This is a real coin.
No, they put that on their own website?
Yeah, this is the white
This
paper.
is like a joke website.
No.
Like, why are they telling you that you're going to take your whole... Like, they're just saying, like, give me your college fund. Your friends?
Yeah.
Oh, your friend's college fund. Well, you know, I like the honesty of this because all these greedy little pigs, half the time they're getting conned, they, in their mind, they think like, oh, yeah, teach me. Oh, so I just have to steal from my college friend's fund and then I'll be a billionaire? Okay, let's go. And then they're all in this. It's so sad. They're all selling it to the next generation. Like a virus, Stephen, like a virus. They're telling the next generation, oh, you could be like me. You could be a baller like me. It's nonsense.
Bro, it's just this point where nobody believes in economics anymore, and they think that it's all about the pump. I mean, Pumpamentals. Have you heard Pumpamentals? I can't believe you don't know about crypto, Mish. I feel like I'm describing something to you that everyone knows about. It's like
No, but Pumpamentals.
it's the
Pumpamentals. That just sounds like that gym talk where they're just like, bro, you don't need your Pumpamentals? You'll have to pump.
This is
like,
a
is
real.
that Schwarzenegger?
No, this
He's
is a
like, you
real
have to-
thing
the
that they
pump
talk
is
about,
the
dude.
orgasm.
Hey,
it's when
the
I'm
pump.
coming everywhere is a pump. It's amazing.
Dude, you got to respect the pump. They talk about it all the time, dude.
No, like when you the word Pumpamentals, I'm gonna write it on my wall. Like it's it's so good. It's so good.
We should have named the podcast that. We should have named the podcast Pumpamentals.
I'm gonna change it. I'm not gonna call it New York Karmas. I'm gonna say you have to do all your Pumpamentals. All your Pumpamentals must be done if you want to gain advantage in this market. All Pumpamentals must be done. Have you worked on your Pumpamentals?
Yo, dude, it's crazy. It's nonsense. So look at this
awesome.
guy, Vin G. By the way, so the new thing is all these guys.
Oh no.
Hold on, listen.
Yeah.
So all these guys, all these crypto guys, there's what's called Bitcoin maximalists, where basically they think everything's going to be, the dollar's going to become Bitcoin. Everybody's going to be worshiping Satoshi Nakamoto, and it's going to be worth like $1 million a Bitcoin. Okay.
Yeah.
So they say this guy says, what's even funnier is that Bitcoin will render all textbooks useless. And they talk about economics. It completely destroys all the lessons due to the paradigm shift. He's talking about Pumpamentals. He's saying economics isn't the same anymore. The Pumpamentals have changed everything. And then, so how you know it's one of these guys is they have laser eyes in the bio.
The Pumpamentalists.
So I changed my bio to match, and I made my bio also.
Sick, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, someone's
Because
doing
I am a Ponzi schemer with these these Bitcoiners are hilarious. They're all into
by
Ponzi
buying
schemes.
$1 of Ponzi coin. What's the coin called? Ponzi coin?
Yeah, Ponzi coin. It's called Ponzi coin. That's what they call it.
That's so funny, dude. These guys are just they're living a comedy. Like, like I'm trying to write comedy.
Yeah, they
wake up, they live it every day, and that's what I'm doing with it. I don't want to say this, but like Bachelor, even my YouTube channel, it's like I love that, dude. I love that. Have you seen the new Eric Andre movie where they're just like out in public and they do crazy shit? Oh, dude, it's so tight. It's on Netflix.
Yeah.
But these nerds are doing that on a
unironic, which makes it the best kind of performance art.
It is a performance art what they're doing.
Yes.
It's a performance art. It's a beautiful art what they've done, and the more money they make, the higher they're closer to God they are.
Until it crashes, dude. And when this thing crashes, all that. So you have to understand what has happened. Okay, this is stimmies. You know what the stimmy is? The stimmy is key to the pump. All these Americans get a bunch of checks in their account, and they don't know what to do with it. You can't go out. It's COVID. Okay. So what do?
Well, hey, Doge's been paying.
Doge's been paying out. YOLO my stimmy on Dogecoin. Yo, dude. Hey, the Pumpamentals in it are insane.
The Pumpamentals are great, dude. I know some guys that were doing like 1 week Coke and hookers, 1 week I do Dogecoin, and that's it. And that's how I get through the pandemic. That's what people are doing.
Right. Well, you make your money back on the Doge, so you get
your money back on the Doge,
and you make it back up on the Doge. Yes.
And you make it back on the Doge.
Yeah.
And the Doge will rise. It's such a joke coin. The Doge will rise. We're rich now. We're rich.
Yeah.
It would be great.
Well, no. Here's the thing. All these guys. So a lot of them, they do what's called. It's called HODL, but what does that stand for? It basically just means you're holding no matter what. Hold on for dear life is what it's called. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the thing. So all these guys are saying HODL because they all know it's a collective Ponzi. So you all kind of know. So you go, well, I can't sell because then your price is going to go down, and you can't sell because my price is going to go down. So we all have to HODL. God. So we're collectively deciding to pump this thing to an arbitrary number. So that number for Dogecoin is $1. They want it to get it to $1. And they have like a bunch of goals, like a quarter was one of them. So this is Dogecoin hitting a quarter. So what happens is it keeps rising up and everyone gets excited and they pump it to that price and then it drops because then people are trying to get out. But what happens, a lot of these guys, they hodl for too long. So they hold on up and they're like worth $1 billion and then it crashes and they're worth pennies. They don't have anything.
What a complex game to get someone caught in.
Yes.
I mean, that is very complex. It's very difficult to understand. What a great service that we do here, dude.
No, they're doing the same thing with a lot of them are doing it with GameStop. That was GameStop. Like it was like you're buying the stock and you're holding the stock. But the point was to pressure hedge funds. Now the pressure is we're all going to get rich, but everyone knows implicit for me to make $1, you have to lose $1. Somewhere the value chain has to break apart because the price doesn't just go up no matter what. Like you have to have buyers. And to make money, you have to have a guy who bought at a higher price than you're for you to sell.
100%. I mean, it is like a weird big play, and the value stays in the play with the more you play it. Like the more intensely you believe in it, it's all just if we believe in it, it will rise. But the second, there's no way everyone comes out with that money.
No, so it's literally impossible.
It's literally impossible. That economics is complicated, I guess, and that's why these people
it's not that Let me show you a good example of how to think about this. Hold on.
Okay, you give me your example, but then I feel like I'm gonna have to say because a bunch of people are being good little pigs. But you do your example because that's what I feel like.
Okay, so this is my example. The energy that goes into a system must come out of that system. Okay.
Wow.
In economics, this is true. In physics, this is true. So unless the currency just never dies, but we know that a lot of these cryptos are going to collapse. So this guy, he makes this experiment where he's proving that the amount of energy you put into a system will never change. So he drops this ball from like a pendulum. And he basically puts his chin up because he knows the ball, because it has only so much energy, that he's done work to move the ball. So he knows it's impossible for it to hit him in the chin.
Wow.
So he points out.
This guy's like a physics jackass.
Mechanical energy.
You can think of this as conservation of Dogecoin pumpamentals. So for the price to go up, you must put your dollars in. For someone to get the price out, the value out, you have to take it out of the system. You can only take as much value out of the system as has been put in. So for one person to win, one person has to lose.
Yes.
For 100%. I may not trust myself. I'm going to release this object, and I hope I will be able to do it at 0 speed, so that when it comes back, it may touch my chin, but it may not crush my chin. I want you to be extremely quiet because this is no joke. If I don't succeed in giving it 0 speed, then this will be my last lecture.
Ooh.
I will close my eyes. I don't want to see this. So please be very quiet.
This is Dogecoin. Actually, it's a great example of Dogecoin. They're like, I don't know, should I put this in?
I know, but he tested it out 20 times with his hand.
3, 2, 1, 0.
You can even hear the little scream.
That's so good, dude. What a great professor. What an incredible professor.
This is you guys. This is you guys right here. You Dogecoin holders. This is the price going up, and the price has to go down. But instead of not hitting his face, it plunges and breaks people's bank accounts.
Yeah, no, it's not, you know, and this is what I mean when I say people are being greedy little pigs, because the whole thing relies on, like, I'm just gonna get rich for doing nothing. You've done nothing, right? This is one thing that all these scams have in common, is that someone has to be a greedy little pig. Like, someone has to be a piece of shit to do the scam, but then someone has to be a greedy little pig to buy it. Because a greedy little pig, not every scam, but a lot of these scams.
A lot of them.
And look, and I know a lot of people are in economic hard times, and it's hard times right now for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of scams are on the rise right now. So, you know, not to say
it's driven by desperation,
it is
but
desperation.
for sure there are a lot of people get involved who, it's just greed. It's just they want a quick buck, and it's like that is part of our message here. Is like, hey, there are no shortcuts. It doesn't exist.
Doesn't exist, and it won't give you joy.
Well, there's not a shortcut unless you invested in Doge.
unless you
invested in
Doge, yeah.
Doge, boys.
What a dumb show that was.
So let's say you put in it was 0.06. Now, that's actually a week. So let's look at the year price. Oh my gosh. It was,
you know what's insane?
It was a third of a cent. Oh my gosh. So how much is it up from, how do I get a good metric on that?
You know how many of my smart, responsible friends are like, Amish, are you buying crypto, dude? My friend's making money in crypto right now. I'm talking about people with jobs, people who are responsible, people who are looking out for me and saying, Amish, you know, like, you're an actor, maybe you're really, how are you gonna make money? Get into some Bitcoin on the side. And a bunch of comics are doing it, dude. A bunch of comics.
Okay. Can we?
They're just doing Bitcoin full time. They're just
crypto's
speculating
fine.
Bitcoin.
There are some good crypto. Okay, but here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you're just now getting into Bitcoin, in April, it actually wasn't that bad. When did I get into crypto? I got into crypto early or late last year. So I wasn't early by any means. But
so
even I went up a bunch. But I look at the price now and I think to myself, how much longer can this continue?
But dude, you remember like 5 years ago, this same thing happened where there was a big jump in I think just Bitcoin and Ethereum or something like that. Mm-hmm. A big jump. And then once it happened, everyone's like, well, don't invest in it now. Now it's all done. The jump has been made. It'll never happen again. And then like 5 years later now, there's been this big crypto rush. We're in a crypto rush. Like all these different players are coming in. There is something to be said about them too. Some of them have better technology. They're smarter with it, whatever. And I think the future is Bitcoin a little bit, like crypto, not Bitcoin. But yeah, you're gambling right now. Nobody knows who's going to win. Nobody knows. And there's no way to know. And you're buying into a thing where half of you got to lose the money.
Look, I want to show you this.
It's the only way.
So this is something called an asset class performance.
Yeah.
Because this is going to blow your mind. So what this means is how much you could make if you invested last year. Okay. So this is the overall return. And then if you invested from the low, you could make like 127% on silver. You could make 30% on gold. Weak pumpamentals, Amish. Let me tell you, this is nonsense. This is nonsense. Okay. All right.
Pumpamentals should only be talking about anything that's over 15% ROI.
You want to see the year-to-date performance of Dogecoin? So this is max like 100%. Okay, you want to know the Dogecoin?
So let's see Dogecoin.
4,000%.
Get it? We're rich on this shit. We got slaves, dude. The drip has slaves.
You do have to appreciate that Dogecoin, a meme coin, has outperformed every single asset class in the entire United States.
It's so stupid. What are people thinking? What do you think? You didn't do anything. You've contributed nothing. Oh, I'm just gonna be a millionaire now. I just made $10,000.
Dogecoin millionaire is the dream, man. It's what people are doing.
What is your contribution to the community? You just want to buy it here and sell it here all day? Come on, make something.
I love it. Ridiculous. I love it, man.
Oh, these people. I get it. They see the 10,000, 5,000. They go, hey, make money. It's responsible.
Oh my gosh, 4,000%, dude.
4,000. I'm just gonna say
I love that, dude. It's like
that's 4,000.
oh,
It's over.
it's
You're right
over.
though. It's over. It's over. 4,000%. Then we're done. Okay. Then we're done, or it's a scam.
Hey guys, quick! Let's all cash out while we're rich, please.
Let's get the money now.
And that's
You
one of the
can't all get
interesting
the money.
things, Amish, is interestingly, there's a lot of times where your account in crypto will say you have a lot of money,
Yeah.
but you can't get the money out. So you have like $1 billion in Dogecoin, but you know if you sell that Dogecoin, you're going to drive the price down and you no longer have $1 billion by the time you get to it, fulfilling that sell order. For
And
example.
also, you think it's going up still. You think it's gonna be. It's
Well,
like
yeah,
$1
the
billion?
HODL will never stop.
Ride it.
For the people, no. For some people, they say, "I'll never sell my Bitcoin. I'll never sell it ever." And it's like, oh, really? Never?
So then, what's the point of it? It's an investment. You've invested your
Well,
time.
it's a religion.
Take back your money.
No.
Now it's a
Bitcoin is
religion.
like a religion. It's like no. Satoshi Nakamoto was the second coming of Jesus Christ.
They say, well,
That's what they think.
Bitcoin, bless God on a Bitcoin. That's it.
Yeah, that's what they think. I mean, that's what they think.
That's what they think. That's so sad, dude.
What are people saying? 11 million.
saying-
Look, guys, if we all put all our money into Dogecoin. I'm just kidding. Hey, yeah, guys, you guys got to go like this post, dude. The pump-a-mentals on this video are not Dogecoin levels. We need some Dogecoin level pump-a-mentals. Please help us out. Once again, I need to see a 4,000% on my return here, ladies and gentlemen. Dude, did we do any super chats? Oh, my bad. Hey, Bolt, 5 Canadian. Ether's better than Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a wide group of influencers, many who are scammers, and make the argument, any argument for you to buy, don't focus on them. Yeah, I think ETH has its own problems. And I know he got a 199. Oh, yeah. I have a theory that Elon Musk is pumping Dogecoin. Yeah, it's not a theory.
So
he's
Elon Musk is not,
he's explicitly pumping Dogecoin. $2
why isn't Elon
from
Musk pissed about this?
piss. What do you mean?
Like Elon Musk usually is smart to the in a way that he goes like, "Hey, let's not do this." Like he has a smart thing to say to the community.
No, he doesn't. He just
Elon
makes
Musk,
meme posts all the time.
I know, but wouldn't he be the kind of guy that's like, guys, this Bitcoin thing, it's nonsense. It's a bit of a it's a scam.
Well,
it's like
Bitcoin isn't
scam.
total nonsense. That's the thing.
That's the thing. Yeah. It's just a lot of speculation though. Like, don't get into speculation.
It's a lot of speculation. That's
it's like
right.
Forex. Forex is real. Like, I mean, sometimes you need to buy one currency to go to that country, and then 2 years later you come back, the country's worth shit. Like, I don't know, the currency value changes, and you have way more money coming back.
This was tweeted by Elon Musk today, like hours ago. Doge barking at the moon. Oh, he loves it.
Let's go!
Oh, I love that song.
Yo. Understand this. This thing went up today from 11 cents to it's at almost a quarter. So
Oh my God.
it not only increased in price, but then redoubled. Oh, now it's worth 30 cents. Oh, hey guys, we missed out. Look at that.
We missed
Oh
out. Look,
my
we spent
gosh,
30.
dude. So stupid.
We told you. Buy
Didn't we tell you?
Dogecoin.
If you had bought at the beginning of this, you could be rich.
You could have made so much money.
So stupid.
No, but yeah, they can't all get out their money. So how? Okay, how do we fix this issue?
North Pole penguins, New Zealand, $5. I've been in crypto for 7 years. I'd debate this if I could stay anon. What do you debate? What are we debating?
Oh, the fact that you say anon, leave it then. You're not down with no anon shit, dude. Right?
Oh no,
Like I say anon.
no. For the debate,
Like I
it's
say
fine.
anon.
No,
Anonymous
I don't
debate?
like it. I don't like it when people come on with like victim stories because it's hard to verify.
Right.
I like
But
sometimes
debate,
I'll
you would
do
do-
it if I can try. I try to verify behind the scenes, like. But in general, you want to do things on the record if they're making claims against somebody. But
I mean, I
if
feel like
you just
someone
want to
coming in with
debate.
a debate. He's coming in with a debate. Also, it's an hour of like what you're gonna have like a face and like a, oh, Stephen, I think you should do it. Like what? That's what it seems like a lot. But I don't know. Hey,
Who are you? Who are
New
you?
Zealand,
What have
thanks
you
for the
done?
5.
Expose yourself, and then we'll make you a non. Okay. Yo, you got your buddy in the chat. I mean, Abbas.
Abbas.
He's here.
Tino 199. I have a theory. Elon Musk is pumping Dogecoin. You already said that, didn't you?
Yeah. I already said
Damn.
that. No, he.
Damn.
Dude.
So Elon Musk is pumping it. What the hell, Elon Musk? Yeah, Elon Musk is a little wacky sometimes though too. Fair enough. He is a little wacky.
Yo, just imagine Elon Musk had tons of Dogecoin and made a bunch of money on this.
Man, didn't he just become the richest person in the world because of a grant? Like 6 weeks ago, like some COVID, like something during COVID, some law passed, and he actually passed the Bezos, I think.
Yeah,
So
from the
as richest
Tesla
person.
stock price.
From the stock price, but wasn't that? But didn't the stock price pumpamentals? Didn't the pumpamentals come in on that because he got some grant from the because he got some hookup? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know about that. Let me tell you this.
Right. Tell me.
Elon Musk is the epitome of like just like a bubble. Like the whole Tesla thing, it's a giant bubble.
No, come on.
What are you talking about? No, are you serious?
I want to believe. I want to believe in.
You don't know this?
Like Elon Musk
So
is
the
kinda
price.
safe man.
So the price of the stock to earnings, I think that's the ratio. Guys, look, I'm not some stock
Oh
wizard.
my God. Yeah.
Is worse. Is higher than any other car manufacturer by like a huge factor. So if you look at how many cars like Tesla produces per the value of the stock, I mean, it's like here's like Ford, Elon Musk. All the other car manufacturers are like down here.
Yeah. It's an electric car bubble. It's basically like he's getting hooked up by the government a little
Well,
bit.
no, here's
But
what
you
it
know
is. We're in this giant 12-year bull run, or however many years it's been. Just massive bull run. It's
Yeah,
a
but what's the
bubble,
original-
and
what's the
we're about to
original-
dump, dude.
about
That
to
thing
dump.
going to the moon. Paul, look at Paul. Look at what Paul said. The drip needs to learn more about investing. That thing going to the moon, lol. Yeah, Paul, you proved our point. We need to
Yeah,
learn
we're
more
joking.
about investing so we can spot when things go to the moon, lol. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Chris Peterson, $10. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you.
Gudaverson, Gudavan, Chenda.
Gavin
I don't know what
Chendoke.
that means.
Chendoke.
Okay, when can we expect a Zilla coin? Never, dude. JJ, great job, guys. Requesting we both to do a show about karmas. Thanks to Amish, I ended up check totals with 0. What? I stopped ending my checks. Oh, hey.
Oh.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Bosch. $4.99 from Carl Ray. Dude, what the
Thanks,
heck?
babies.
The super chats are coming in nuts.
They're coming in
People
hard,
want
yeah.
the Zilla coin. Dude, I feel like I would just scam people, and I would feel really bad if a bunch of people lost a bunch of money on me.
We're gonna be better than that. Dude, there's so many. There's better ways to do things. You know, like Chris Peterson just gave us $10. Like this, I guess. Chris Peterson just gave us $10. It's not just Dogecoin. The stock market is approaching .com era valuations. He's got a point there. You do have a point because all this speculation,
Yeah.
you can do it in the stock market too. Check out these historical adjusted PE ratios for the stock market. http multiple.com/Schiller.
No, you don't have to read out. It's a web address.
It's a way, and then he puts an email address. Chris Peterson, thanks for the intel, baby. That's great.
So look at this.
No, and a good point. That is a very good point. Honestly, the stock market has it. Forex market has it.
What's the
yeah.
Schiller price earnings ratio? Is an inflation adjusted earnings for the last 10 years? Oh, so this is what they're okay. Oh, this is incredible, actually. So check this out. Basically, what it's
that's so
showing
sad.
is that the higher. So if your stock price is insane versus the earnings ratio, or your earnings, then what it means is basically the stock is overvalued or could be considered overvalued. And so what this is showing is that this is the bull run, Black Tuesday, dumps. And essentially the higher it goes, the faster it goes, the more you're sort of likely to see some kind of a huge correction.
Yeah.
And this is just showing it historically, and it's showing that in 2020, we're back up at these sort of irrational levels.
That's ridiculous.
That's insane, dude. Recently got into Bitcoin, says Bob Kashi, $5, and learned from Andreas. Okay, I don't know who that is. We're not shilling people on here. Brian, no. Dude, what the heck, dude? Y'all are giving... It's crazy.
What?
Jurgic says, $5. Hey, guys, Tesla increased energy capacity by 30% by making batteries 30% bigger.
Yeah, no, that's why I love Elon Musk. I think he's doing his best, you know what I mean? But he is playing all the games with the stock prices too.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not. So Tesla, the car, is not a scam, in my opinion. There's a bunch of shady stuff he's done with his company, bailing out Solar City, all that kind of stuff. He's got a bunch of lawsuits against them.
Look at how these
and he's
other
been
car
lying
companies mess
about
with him.
he's been lying about things forever. But the Tesla car is sick. He makes a great car.
That's sick, right? And dude, he has to come in a competitive market. He's getting it done. When he came in, GM, Ford, all these guys said, "We're not going to let you come into the market. We're not going to let you sell your car anywhere." Like they had a monopoly on a lot of stuff, and they were like messing with him. And he's playing the game hard, but he's taking every advantage he can get. You got to do it. I think he's doing God's work on that, because he's basically saying like it must get done, so it must get done. The electric car, let's say. So if this is how it has to
Look,
get
you look
done,
what he's done. Look, I like Elon Musk a lot. I'm inspired by him. I'm not trying to say I'm not trying to dump on the guy. I'm just saying he's done some shady stuff. But that's fine. Just like, so that's also my opinion of Bitcoin. Is like, I think Bitcoin's a great innovation.
Yes.
And I see a lot of future in it, but there's also problems. And if you ignore those problems, you're not thinking rationally. You're not thinking, you're in a cult. If you can't address and acknowledge problems, even if you like the idea. So I can like Elon Musk and say, yeah, he's done some super shady stuff.
Fair.
Which
and
is fine.
He's
Like,
he's an idiot.
That's the nuance.
And that Amber Heard was beating the shit out of him too. Remember?
I don't know anything about that.
We don't want you to say anything about that. But
George,
no, he has his issues. He has his issues. It's fine. I'm not saying that he doesn't have his issues, but he's doing God's work.
Random domestic abuse accusation. Cool. George Neves, $4.99. Hello, I'm late. No, but I got 110% gained on Doge. Gained $30. That's the kind of money we're playing with, dude. It's like $30.
Get
like, people have
money.
a random $30. They're like, yo, I'm gonna YOLO it on Dogecoin. Brian,
I know a couple of comics that are going full time on it. That's the yeah, Brian.
How?
$2.
What do you mean they're going full time?
They're not full time, but like they're basically doing comedy and writing as much as they can, and then they're doing Bitcoin crypto trading. Like there's a couple of comics that are just like that's what they're doing.
That's so goofy.
I know it's so goofy, but they're making
the
money.
Stock trading. No, they're not. They say they're making money.
No, but in the end they'll lose. I think. Look. I don't know if in the end even they'll lose. It's a whole speculative bubble where everyone's trying to take money, and then if you play steady, you could come out okay. I'm not saying they win because in the end you lose because it's uncreative work. What value is being created?
It's like Bernie Madoff, dude. Bernie Madoff did this. Bernie Madoff was one of the richest men in the world. And then he got arrested for a Ponzi scheme, and then he went to jail, and then he died in jail.
Rest in peace. Brian, $2. I need a Zilla coin, all caps, and a rocket.
Dude, nice.
And a rocket.
Okay, Brian, we're going to make it happen for you, buddy. Not really. North Pole Penguins, happy to verify myself to you guys privately. I guess it would be more of a debate about the value of cryptocurrencies.
No, but we agree with the value of them.
Yeah, I feel like we don't agree. But you can't say that like a lot of these things aren't not this. Where's my Dogecoin chart?
No, it's
like a Ponzi scheme.
But they have a lot of.
I wonder if it's gonna dump tonight. I wonder if it's gonna.
It's just like Forex, dude. I mean, you can't say Forex is a scam. It's just foreign exchange currencies. Like that's a thing, but it's telling you that you can trade them and get rich off of one of them and day trade them, whatever. That's a scam. And someone made the point in the comments too about stock market too. Stock market has this shit in it too. Penny stocks. What's penny stocks? It's
penny stocks is just nonsense.
It's just nonsense, but it's that same speculative, dumb, like weird bubble applied to crypto now. There's 20 different things.
That's right.
It's a weird thing.
But we're not saying crypto's bad. There's a ton of like real pragmatic uses, smart contracts, NFTs. Like even NFTs. Yeah. Bro, NFTs, so many scams out there. Is it a dumb technology? No, it's cool. It's cool technology. $4.99 from Neves, $300 in total. Lol, typo. Yo, he's trying to verify. He goes, hey, I'm not broke. I don't just have $30. It's $300. I mean, I'm rich. Yo,
George, get the money, baby.
We're happy for you. $10. Ermagerd. Cheap ETH is a crypto that has been pre-mined, so it will dump on speculators. The community around it focuses on utilities, not the speculation. Check it out. Oh, dude,
okay,
all
we're
these
not
pre-mines...
in crypto, dude. What are you talking about?
No, dude, I am now. Hey, do you know?
Oh, so you know what that meant?
Yes. So I told you at the beginning of the show, like before we went on, I told Amish, dude, I've been getting heavy into cryptos, like not just like because I've kind of been investing for a little while in it, but in terms of actually paying attention to what's going on and like getting to know like the lingo and all the technology, bro, the pre-mine is such a scam. So these developers, they go, hey. Let's mint the drip bucks, okay? We're gonna mint drip bucks, all right? But before we do anything, before we release this thing to the public, guess what we do, Amish? You're gonna love this.
Tell me.
We do what's called a pre-mine, which means before anyone else gets to see or have access to this token or buy the token, we give ourselves like millions of them. So we start with like 2 billion drip bucks, and then we make people buy dollars, like real bucks. We make people change
printing press.
dollars for you're your own printing. That's right. So you're your own printing press. So you give yourself like $1 billion, and you go, hey guys, here's this great coin. It's so valuable. Blah blah blah. Idiots rush in. They go, wow, this is what an exciting project. And then the founders quietly sell off these billions of drip bucks from a worthless token that we invented into real dollars.
It exists even in real estate. It even exists in gold mining. You know, like gold mines, that's how they sell them too. They're like, this gold mine, it's going to make millions. You're going to get a lot of money out of it. And then people will give that company like a ton of money.
Bro, what's up with
But you
this?
basically just have to be good at sales.
Bro, it is raining super chats right now, dude. Yo,
I know we are raining super
Hey,
chats
you know
too.
why? All the Dogecoin rich guys are coming in. All the
I know, they're coming
Dogecoin
in
millionaires.
hard.
Hey, drop us. Look, you know how you tip your gambling dealer, like your car dealer?
Yeah.
Tip us. Hey, we deserve it. Fully expect Dogecoin to dump. But what can I lose? Lol, I'm in it for the memes. Lol, fair.
That's a great excuse to put yourself in it.
Charles McCarthy, name an ultra successful person who hasn't done something borderline shady, doesn't exist. True. I've also noticed that. I mean, that's very true.
Yeah.
$2 from Tino. If your mom knows about it, it's too late. I've always believed that.
Yep.
Thank you, Tino.
Yep.
And Andre
yeah.
Sergovich. When will we see Mrs. Zilla? I don't know,
We have
man.
seen Mrs. Zilla.
Yeah, we have. But like, I don't really like putting too much of my like actual life on camera. I like the separation, dude. I don't believe too much in the influencer. Like, you have to share literally every piece of your life with your fans. I think it's
You have something
fine
to
for the
talk
people
about,
it works for, but it doesn't work for everybody.
Irma Gerd, $5. It's the developers to practice smart contract use. We go into knowing that's why it was pre-mined. Just check out the site. I feel like that's more crypto talk that you know. You know what that meant, right?
Yes.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Irma Gerd. But I love how Irma Gerd is just dropping these like crypto tips. That's great.
Bob Koshi. No, I know. He's like, hey guys, go check this out. I'd love to see you guys bring on someone to explain Bitcoin blockchain tech. Gotta understand it if you're investing in something. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Yo, is my buddy here?
Yo, he's here.
Boss?
Yeah, we need to bring
We
him
got
in,
a scam rehab. I feel like he can tell us about some Bitcoin shit.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
But before we do, let's wrap this up, boys. Let's wrap up the Dogecoin bit. OZ Trading, $5. They love your channel, boss. Dogecoin in the moon. Appreciate you, man. Let's just do one last recap, and then when we finish the scam rehab, we will recheck in with Dogecoin to make sure we haven't missed a single thing, dude. We want to make sure we don't miss the dump. All right, let's bring him in, Mr. Scam Rehab.
Yeah, Abbas Wahab. He's a comic, actually.
Yo, what's up?
Man.
Okay.
Great comic, dude. Very funny dude. Here from Sudan, was in the military. Interesting life. Very interesting life. But scammed a bunch, I think. Sounds like he's been scammed a bunch. What's up, Habibi? Habibi, tell me.
Yo.
How are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Welcome to The Drip.
President, I keep you waiting.
How you doing, man? Sorry to keep you waiting.
He's in his own studio, eh? That's your studio, right?
Yeah, CC.
Yo, we looking like the broke Joe Rogan podcast experience back there, dude. I love it. That's nice.
Yeah. These, I think it's the same quality curtains, so it's a throwback, but definitely broke for sure.
I like it. I like it, dude. No, I like it better than his second and third studio. I'm not a fan. I think you got some nice vibes going on. I think you might be the new Joe Rogan.
Oh, his current setup is, Rogan's new setup. He's got a new studio last episode, and it looks
no.
a little classic. It's nice. It's
I like
back.
the throwback to the classic. I don't like the giant beaming neon sign in the background. Like looking at Joe Rogan.
Yeah. But I don't know, man. It's a step up. I don't know a bit. This is just my new studio now. I used to just be in front of a wall, so this is a long way coming.
Wow, dude, I feel really bad now. Now that I just I immediately insulted your beautiful new studio. What am I doing?
No, don't sweat it. Yeah. I put a lot of work and money. I put all my money and work into it, but it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah. It's called the immigrant
It's
section.
a broke Joe Rogan studio. You're like,
yeah,
like a single tier.
A single tier felt like a Native American. Are we all in Toronto?
No, dude.
No, he's in Texas.
I'm in Texas, baby.
Okay, I figured something was going on with the time zones for us to be meeting this time. But Texas, aren't you guys just south of us? Into the same.
He's only 1 hour behind us.
Yeah, I'm only 1 hour behind. No, we just like to keep our audience guessing when we're gonna meet up. We just say, wait, we're gonna meet up on a blue moon. We like to test them for their loyalty.
Yeah, we like to test the loyalty, and then we switch from a morning show to like a night, have a drink, hang out kind of show. You know what I'm saying?
How are you guys cropping out of your backgrounds? Is this something I could do on Zoom? How are you guys totally cropped out like that?
It's a $10 million
This is
studio, baby.
hey, the technology I can explain off air. I can't explain it here.
You all have green screens,
It's
though,
proprietary. No, I don't know what you're talking
Hey,
about.
we don't say that. We don't say that.
Wallahi, we don't.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that.
We're just superimposed on each other somehow.
Yeah, right. Well, me and Amish are in the same room. I don't know what you're talking about.
We're in
But
the
they
same
really
Oh
are.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
High five
Against
Amish. High
Ontario
five.
COVID.
High five.
Yeah. Yo, Ontario.
Amish.
COVID
See that
bad.
time? See that
Okay,
time lag right
Oh
there?
yes.
I love it.
Yo, how's Toronto? I heard y'all are locked down, dude. Texas,
Dude, lockdown hard.
We're
We're
opened
going
up.
double lockdown now. We're going to. There's been 4,500 cases per day, and they're like double locking down again. So we've been in a lockdown for a
Stupid,
week,
dude.
and now. But you know what is happening now with COVID? After the third, now it's the third lockdown. So basically nobody does it. So now it's been a week of like nobody doing the lockdown, and now they're like, okay, we're gonna actually enforce the lockdown. Like they're like, you have to do it. It was like do the lockdown, and now it's like
I'm over the lockdown, man. I got to be honest with you. Look, I got the second vaccine. I'm a fan of the vax. You guys know that I'm
Yeah.
a fan of getting 5G signal service. It's great. Trust me. But the lockdowns have to stop, man. People have to get back
Dude,
to their
in America,
life.
they
It's
don't care, right?
depressing. No, dude, Greg Abbott, I thought it was a mistake when he did it. But it's like our numbers aren't that bad. He opened up the whole state. Like before everyone was, he's like, hey,
Texas.
screw it. Like, we're just like balls to the wall. Don't wear a mask if you don't want to. And I thought that was
Texas,
dumb. I thought at least wear a mask if you're going to go out, but there shouldn't be lockdowns. Wear a mask, but whatever.
No lockdown. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, we're doing fine, I think.
So mask isn't even mandatory over there, huh?
No, they don't care.
No,
That's
in
awesome.
fact, they kind of
Love
make
it.
fun of you.
Really?
They go, you little baby boy?
Yeah.
You little tiny baby boy?
I love
And you're
it.
like,
It's Texas, baby.
dude, no,
Dude,
Texas.
boss, they just have guns, dude. They just have guns and shit.
Are you guys
Yeah.
so theaters? You can
Incredible.
watch full theaters and full movies, everything packed.
Yeah.
theater?
You can shoot up a
I love
theater faster than you can put on a mask.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's like
so
it's
now
more
these shoes
taboo.
gotta go to Texas. I love it.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, Texas and Florida,
dark
they're
joke.
open. They're open, and the thing is, their numbers aren't even worse than California. California is like doing what we're doing. Texas, Florida, they say fuck it, open it up, and same numbers.
Dude, and
This
people.
virus is fucking us up, dude. I don't know
know,
what
right?
to think anymore. Yeah. It's
Let me
terrifying.
let me show you the COVID cases real quick.
Yeah, let's see COVID cases before we get into the scam.
Yeah,
a boss bought a couple of scams actually.
Good.
just to tell the,
Look at
to
that,
let the
man.
audience know.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, what's ours?
Dude, we're doing fine.
That's Texas or the States?
That's Texas.
Beautiful.
Dude, let's
That's
look
not
up
bad.
California. Let's look up California, man.
I mean, I don't know what the number is there. I just see that the
Oh,
chart's going
California's
down,
doing
and
well
that's
too,
great.
dude. California's doing well. They had a big spike
California's doing
there.
well.
Let's check out Florida real quick. And then you're saying Toronto is just jacked up right now.
Ontario's jacked out. Ontario hospitals are full. You know what my mom said? This is the first time
Florida's
my mom
going
cares.
up.
Yeah, Florida's going up.
Florida's going
Let's
up.
see Ontario. I don't know if that's will pop up.
Ontario's popping right now. And my mom goes, now they're just gonna send the seniors home to die. Like before they were like at the hospital, they're gonna be like, okay, if you're over like 70, go home. We're not even gonna take you. The hospital's too full. So over 70, no more. Under younger,
They
let's
just
save
said,
the-
hey,
let's save the next generation.
Take a lotto ticket, huh?
That's it.
Wow.
They said, hey, no point saving you. We got to worry about the future. That's what they basically are
That's
doing in Ontario.
rough.
That's
The
the official.
future.
thing. The future, the children. But let's help the children. Some of you old people got to
Save
die.
the children.
Kill the old people.
But,
That's essentially what it is. Yo, boss, tell us about these scams that you got
Yeah, dude.
involved in, huh?
Yeah. Where are we going back to this Forex one?
Yeah, let's do
Okay,
Forex. I
what
feel
are we
like Forex
talking
right
about?
now
We're
is
talking
hot.
about multiples?
He's got multiples. He's got multiples.
Let's just say I'm quite the idiot. So, yeah.
Don't say that.
You've come to the right
It's a
show,
vulnerable-
dude.
you've come to the right
You're
show,
joining
baby.
the
Yeah.
trio.
This
the,
is you come
the
here.
Let's just say
Stooges
I-
here.
We've
Very
saved
gullible.
lives.
I'm
Yeah.
something of an expert when it comes to
Yeah.
getting scammed. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Boss, after this, you'll never get scammed. We're saving you millions of dollars. Boss.
You
Professional
did.
victim.
Tell us your fundamentals.
Yo, tell us about the fundamentals of the scam.
Tell us the scam. Yeah, tell us what's the yeah.
Well, the gist of the Forex scam was essentially my buddy knew this lady who did Forex. I never even met her. Brown lady, Indian. Okay, obviously. Yeah, naturally. And
Wait a second.
Kastika Tiwari? Kastika Tiwari.
Tika
and now
Tia
we're the
Wari
one-
does one thing, and now it's just now it's stereotypes everywhere. Okay, go
Now
ahead.
we got the stereotypes, but go ahead.
So the long and short of it was pretty much she said, invest with me and I will give you a 5% return every month off your principal amount.
Wow.
Which is way too good to be true, but you know, I was young and stupid. I was like, okay, right? So
Yeah.
I gave 10,000 to my buddy.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude. Come on. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I know, right?
it's so
cringe,
much.
isn't it? It's cringy, isn't it?
No,
This is great.
we just
It's
don't
good
educate
content.
people on like what is stupid money.
Dude,
Like,
we gotta tell
I wish
people
I
because
wish
they're
I could
getting
show you.
scammed.
I'm gonna start doing this while you're talking. Of if this
Yeah.
were true, how much money you would be worth right now. So how many months has it been since that time? How many years has it been since you got scammed by this?
Probably 10, almost 10.
10 years?
Yeah.
So
oh
now,
my
how much
gosh, that's
money-
incredible.
Yeah. But
Okay.
by the way, Abbas, it's great that you tell the people because our congregation, we have about 500 people, 500,000 or what is it? Something like that. We have a bunch of people here, and they're
Mashallah.
basically. God is great. We are blessed. Our congregation is fruitful and
Will multiply.
God is great. They are multiplying. Our congregation it is multiplying. They are having sex and they are making a baby. But they basically need to hear this because they get scammed all the time, man. I mean, everyone does. My dad did. That's how we met and everything. Because my dad
Yes.
joined Trump University, so
Correct.
that's why I came.
Correct.
So no shame, baby. Tell us about it. It's great.
Just real quick, buddy in Texas, what's your name? I know you guys.
Sorry,
are-
Steven. Yeah,
Steven.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, my
Okay,
bad.
all right. That helps.
That's my bad.
Yeah. But anyways, essentially she said that. It was when I was in university. I had a lot of scholarship money that was just sitting there, burning a hole. So I was like, why not, right? 5% a month. Let's do
it's
it.
a
That's
scholarship
solid,
money.
dude.
Exactly. Yeah. It wasn't money I saved up. This is money that came from studies, brother. I listened to my parents. I do the math, brother. Okay. So I give it to her.
Yeah.
I give it to her.
Yeah.
And she gives me $500 every month for about 8 months, right? So I'm like, damn, this is the best investment ever. At this point, I've got $4,000 back from the 10. And month 8, she, lo and behold, she goes, oh, I've lost all the money. Okay, and she disappears. She declares bankruptcy and flees to India. So my buddy's calling the cops. He can't get a hold of her because she dips to India, literally.
Yeah.
And I never saw and we never heard from her again. He could never track her down. She had her kid fled with her. Like she fucking liquidated everything. And like, I guess she did this to a bunch of people at a time. My buddy put in like a little money. I don't know how many other people put in money, but it was enough of a nest egg, I guess, for her to fucking restart life in India as a fucking princess or some shit. I don't know how old she was.
Yeah, no. Here's the interesting thing: they
was she
pay
from
you
India?
because they want to get you back in. She probably thought you'd give her more money.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, it wasn't never even proposed, but had she proposed it, I would have definitely been like, take.
Yeah. Well, that's how Bernie Madoff did it. He would go back to them like every time his investors, but it was just like the Dogecoin. If they pulled out their money, then everyone's losing the money. So they basically every time you see them, they sell you another thing. So you have 10,000, you're coming in and ask for money. They go, hey, you want to buy more?
Yeah,
Hey, I got a tip right now. Tomorrow it's blowing up.
Hot
dude.
stock
Want
tip.
more?
You thought 5% was good. Just wait till you hear about this one. So
Boom.
so I did the math in 120 months. So right now, if you'd invested that 10,000, not touched it, and this investment had been real, you could retire with $3 million.
At invest it where? Like via
At the 500 a
Bitcoin?
month.
No.
Like-
If that scammer had been, my point is that the returns are insane. They don't.
Oh,
exist.
gotcha. Oh, at that 5%,
Yes,
right?
at
Oh,
5%
yeah,
a
it's
month,
insane.
it'd
It
be
was
worth
insane.
$3 million. And
Yeah,
then
It's great. Well, that's what
I mean,
do.
at 5% a month, that's what a year. That's probably like around 60 something. I don't know how many percent
It's
return that is.
insane. It's just free money.
It's insanity. It
yeah,
doesn't make sense.
and then you'd be a
Yeah.
billionaire in 20 years.
yeah,
You'd be a
yeah,
billionaire in
right.
10
Nothing.
and a billionaire in 20. And in 3 years, you'd be a trillionaire and be worth more than all the billionaires combined. It's a good deal. If we could just find her in India, maybe she could find the money.
Yeah, right. She probably
Yeah,
took
yeah.
my money and then started paying the original people she scammed. Start paying them back so get them off her chest.
Right.
And then like you pay back people A while you loan from people D and E, F, and then you just keep paying back the original, and then it's like,
That's it.
yeah.
So you
Or
never
you
saw her
ask
from
the
again.
original
You never
for
saw her from her. You never heard from her again.
Never heard from her again, but the buddy that mediated this whole thing, he was a very good friend of mine till this day. He's actually one of my first friends in Canada when I moved here from Sudan when I was really young, and he ended up getting a line of credit from the bank and paying everybody back the whole principal out of his pocket.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's respect.
because he guaranteed it. Yeah.
Wow.
So he was the one who, at the end of the day, ended up stomaching the scam. I got my money back. My buddy got his money back.
How much was it?
I put in 10, he put in 5. So he ended up getting a line of credit and paid us 15. And I don't know if he got his family, his siblings into it too. I don't know.
Wow, this guy really paid back his debt, though. He paid back. He did.
You
he did
usually
right.
don't. That's kind of a happy ending. You never hear that.
Oh,
Most
it's
of the
very
time,
rare, yeah.
Never heard that.
Most of the
We've
time,
never
people
heard
just
that.
lose it.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, like the other time, I just lost my money. But like this time, just because.
All right, yeah, let's hear about that time. Well, yeah, let's.
So this is a beautiful scam.
Ooh.
This next one is a beautiful scam
Yes.
that every perfect scam is always at the gateway of like hopes and dreams, right?
Beautiful.
So this scam is for immigrants to get their green card to America. They have to get an H-1B visa, right?
Okay, yeah, I'm with you.
And the government doesn't grant absolute H-1 visas for all applicants. It's a limited number of visas they grant.
Oh no.
So it's like a lottery system.
Oh no. They say we got the lottery figured out.
No, not even. They just say, "Hey, I am an immigration lawyer. Give me the money. These are all the fees." And the fees they tell you are absolutely legit. You can Google them. It's the fees that the government charges.
The lawyer.
What a scam.
And the lawyer fees. And
Yes,
the lawyer fees.
and the lawyer fees, and it's probably a 70% chance that people will be rejected just because of the nature of the limited numbers of visas to begin with.
Right.
But what happens is he doesn't even submit anything. He falsifies a little email that goes, and the email gave me the gut feeling right away that like, oh, this doesn't look legitimate at all. But the email's like, "Thank you for your submission," and it doesn't say anything about the Department of Homeland Security. It doesn't say anything about any department. There's no letterhead.
Right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
It's
So that
just
was
like,
the red
"Thank you."
flag to begin with. But anyways, this guy, what he does is he applies for you, and then once it's been months, you go, "What's up with my application?" He goes, "Oh, you've been denied."
Oh,
That's it.
That's it.
Bad.
And when you really
Wow.
dig into it, you find out that every time an application is submitted, a unique case number is generated. So this motherfucker would not give me my case number. I'm like, "Bro, what's my case number? Because give me my case number. I can put it into DHS and see that I got rejected. I just want to see that I got rejected. What's my case number?" And then the whole thing just started.
He's like,
unravel
no,
at
no,
that
no. You got super rejected. They don't even
Yeah,
put your
yeah,
case
yeah.
number
They-
public.
yeah, exactly.
There is no. This is a special kind of
Your
thing.
case number is destroyed because you're rejected for the case number.
That's
it.
terrible.
No,
Oh, man.
actually, the telltale sign of all of it is just the communication game of they are communicating with you immediately. And the moment they get the
Yeah.
money, they are gone
They're
for 1
gone.
month. You don't
Yeah.
hear from them.
Yeah.
And then the first time I heard from him, the moment I knew 100% that I was scammed, 100%. He sends me an email, and it was, you know, when you get so many details, you know someone is lying.
Yeah. He's like,
That's
okay,
when
I
email
went to go
goes-
get the Gatorade, the blue kind, and then I walked, and there was a lady with blonde hair. Yeah.
The email goes, "The reason I was not able to respond to your phone calls and emails is because I was in the hot tub and my phone fell in the hot tub and was not," I swear to God, it was a paragraph about the phone falling. I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm never getting this money back. This is a scam. I'm never going to see this money again." A hot tub? He's a lawyer. Oh, and here's the, and you
my
know,
phone fell. Sorry, my phone fell in the hot tub. Scam. It's a scam.
here's the butter on the bread too, which I don't think is an idiom at all, but I'm going to use it. All
Okay,
right.
The butter of the bread, right?
But it works, right? You get the
I love
gist.
it. Yeah.
This motherfucker, when I hired him, he went by the name of John Timbin. All right.
Okay.
But when we started having like actual back and forth correspondence, he would sign his name Demetrio Timbin. And when you Google Demetrio Timbin, the motherfucker's been arrested for practicing law in a state that he's not allowed to. Google him right now. There's a mugshot of him. He's a Filipino lawyer with a mugshot. Demetrio Timbin.
Dude, let's get him on.
Timban.
Some
Bald.
people are just this guy's like a real Bernie Madoff.
Oh yeah,
Doesn't give a shit. Like just
Oh my god. Okay, this is incredible. Hey guys,
This guy-
I want y'all to all picture a hot tub. Let's all go to a hot tub moment with Demetrio Timbin for a second. Let me turn off that music. Let me get the hot tub set up real quick. Let me get some hold on one sec.
Oh,
I
brother,
got you,
this
I
is
got you,
great.
I got you, I got you, I got
I'm
you, I got you.
dying. This is so good.
We're all joining the hot tub with Demetrio, okay?
Loving the audio.
Yeah. Okay, come
high
on.
production.
Let's get in here. Let's get in the
Come
hot
down
tub with
studio.
Demetrio.
Oh, that motherfucker.
You met this guy? You met him?
Oh, I met him.
Dude, this guy is a scumbag. Oh my gosh. This is the
looks
mugshot or whatever the shot for the profile picture they use for man indicted for unlicensed law practice. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
There's enough like publications about him. Whole cases were tossed out because he was part of the defense team. Just his presence had judges toss the cases out.
Wow.
Yeah, he's just super
dude.
shady. He
This
doesn't
guy's
even. He's
the
like, well, I'm not allowed to
worst.
do that. Whatever. Like,
So do you
like,
just like, do you kind of have a flashback? Like anytime you see a hot tub, anytime when you hear this, are you like a little bit?
No, this was the biggest lesson of my life. One of those beautiful
Wow.
lessons. The way I hired this guy was I literally went on a website where you type in the nature of the work you need required and attorneys bid on it, and then I hired the lowest bidder. So
Okay.
this is just a life
Okay.
lesson. This is just a necessary life
Okay.
lesson.
Oh,
But
dude,
keep in
you're
mind,
just like my mom.
keep in mind, when I hired him, his name was John Timbin. So when I Googled it, no mugshot, nothing.
Right.
He just used John.
That's how they get
Right?
you.
John Timbin.
He
Yeah.
said,
This
call me John.
motherfucker.
Call me John.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
so funny, dude. The hot tub story killed me, dude. He told you it's in a hot tub.
Yeah. No, he just goes, I was not able to respond because my phone fell in a hot tub and got water damage, thus destroying the phone. I'm like, what are you talking about? Where's my money? What's the case number? What about the green card? What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you want me
What-
to tell you the story or not? I'm getting to that.
Exactly.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
You got to hear about the hot tub. Dude. Oh, that's incredible.
Oh, that's
At one
terrible,
point,
dude.
I kept threatening I'm going to sue him, and he goes, I'm going to sue you if you sue me. I'm like, oh my God.
He's like,
Yeah.
who's the unlicensed lawyer here? Me or you?
yeah.
You're like,
Who's a sociopath?
By the way, because of what he did to me and another guy, I got him disbarred.
What?
You got him disbarred.
I went 3-year fight with the Michigan Grievance Attorney Commission. 3 years.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Abbas,
amazing.
you
You're a
fight back for
hero.
God. Abbas, you are Wahhab. You are Wahhab.
The best part is I'm getting correspondence from a guy named John Hopkins. I'm not making this name up. He's the guy who works at the Grievance Commission. He's telling me, he's asking me to compile all the emails of our correspondence, blah, blah, blah. Years go by. You know how lawyers do? They just know how to extend things. They
Yes.
go motion to grant appeal to blah, blah, blah. They just keep pushing things
Yeah.
out. And by the end, now when he got disbarred, when the letter came, it includes my name and some Asian guy. He did the exact same thing. Some Asian guy. So now all the letters go Abbas Wahab and Tim Lee son. Some shit like I'm like, how are they putting this guy in this? And they put the amount that he got robbed. I'm like, why is this all on
Just
one
throw
form?
him in, dude. Just throw him in. Yeah, the lawyers
Well,
probably
you
like
deserve-
extra fees. Dude, I love
Well,
the
you're on-
dedication to exposing these people.
That's great,
Actually,
man. That's
you're a scammer's worst nightmare because most people, they give up. They don't fight back. The people, if everyone fought back up against scammers, it'd be a much harder game because the worst case for somebody for the scammer is like the 0.1% of the victims who actually do something about it and stand up for themselves. And that's how they end up going down, all of them. It's just like one guy complains, two guys complain, and they go down.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gave everything because
Yeah,
everything was
that's
so
solid.
legit. It wasn't cash. There was a paper trail for everything. He eventually gave me when I was living in California for a little bit. This was all what it was when I was living in the States. And I was living in California. He eventually gives me a check back for one of the chunks of money I sent. and it bounces, and then I take an NSF fee on it, and then I'm like, so he's still fucking with me. But at one point, I knew I would never get my money back, but I'm like, I'm gonna go to the fucking end of earth to see this motherfucker is at least can't screw other people.
That's amazing.
I knew I wasn't gonna get my money back. My money was gone. I knew it. And to be honest, it was like $2,500. So it's like, you know, it's like
you're righteous. You're righteous.
Yeah, it's like 2,500.
He is like you. He is like you. Yeah. He's been doing daily videos too, by the way, on his YouTube.
Boss! Yo, let's shout out his channel. What are we doing?
Yeah, immigrant section. The immigrant section.
No. The channel's Abbas Wahab, but the immigrant section is on my channel.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
great,
dude! I
great
can't believe we haven't
and
shouted
the clips
them out,
go on
dude.
your
Pump
next comic we got.
Pump the stock, boys.
Great.
Pump the stock. What are you doing? Pump the
Dude,
stock.
those-
What are you doing, please? Let's.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
That's my pilot. Open micers pilot right there.
Oh, that's a pilot for a new show?
Yeah, well, web series pilot just dropped it 6 days ago.
Let's watch a bit of it together.
Press
I
play.
come to the stage. He's a good friend of mine. We produce some shows all over the city. He's very funny, and I know you guys are gonna love him. So put your
Hold on, let me get this set up right. Okay, 1 second.
This next comic we
All right, here we go.
got come to the stage. He's a good friend of mine. We produce some shows all over the city. He's very funny, and I know you guys are gonna love him. So put your hands together for the very funny Abbas Wahab. Let's hear it for him.
Yo, dude, COVID open mics look sad now. It's just like one person.
Going from
dude, they were like that before.
This is pre-COVID.
Pre-COVID? There's not here.
Steven, the stand-up comedy
It's
scene,
open
this is what
mics,
people do.
baby. It's
And you know the
open
crazy
mics.
thing, Steven, these people are like, oh, you're doing YouTube? Fucking idiot. What are you,
Yo,
loser?
YouTube's
It's
where
like,
the hits
hey,
are at, baby.
Hey, YouTube is where people are getting their audience. These guys are, people are stuck on stand-up a little bit.
No,
the culture's
stand-up's
stuck
great.
on.
No, stand-up's great.
is
But I
great.
thought
It
they
is
were
great.
like even at the open mics, are like packed. No?
No.
Open mics are a sad affair.
What?
They've always been, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
What? Okay. All right. Well, let's
Yeah,
watch a bit
so
more.
funny though.
going for him, yeah. Hosting,
Like this guy doesn't even know whether to clap.
killing this show.
Love that.
How are we doing? We got a crowd of 3. This is good. This is good.
You're like, numbers are up. Numbers are up from last week. Last week there were 2. This week we're killing it,
So
guys.
good,
Let's
man.
keep those numbers.
I'm originally from Sudan. I used to go back to Sudan. Found this out.
Brutal. Yesterday, I performed for one guy.
Are you serious?
Halfway through my set, he leaves for a smoke.
That's the game, buddy. Man, watch us run that shitty Jet Li bit.
You got any Jet Li fans? I feel like Jet Li was like the immigrant hero. You know, only knew 12 words of English, still made it in Hollywood somehow.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is pretty funny. Yeah, so it's just about like open micers, basically.
It's about struggling open micers, the grind of the open mic
I
world.
like
where you're-
it, dude. It's a cool
Yeah.
show. I don't
appreciate
know,
it, homie.
dude. That's awesome, man.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. He just sent me the pilot. Babe, I'm gonna read it.
No. I sent you the new one. That's like way higher level shit. That's like this was just me and Max wrote it and everything. This
Yo,
was
this
like
is well shot. Though.
I know
mean,
everyone-
it's
I
like-
know
oh
it
yeah,
shot
that's
like a movie.
that. Shout out to my buddy Mark Corliss, who's like a very experienced DP and cinematographer. So he was the reason it looks good is because we had nothing to do with the camera.
Okay,
You know what I mean?
okay. I was like, dude, yeah, you're like a.
It
sick
looks great,
cameraman.
dude. It looks like a Woody Allen movie. Well, maybe that's not the best reference. It looks like a great.
Yeah.
It looks
Scene
like it-
2, it's all
You have
about
a lot in common
old
with
man young.
Woody Allen. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but he would do stand-up comedy in his movies back in the day. But
Yo.
it looks like something that could be on HBO. You know what I mean? Like it looks like one of those shows. Like the camera work is good. Performance is great, man.
Yo, I
Allen.
gotta read a few of these super chats real quick, boys. Sorry to bother you, y'all.
No, go.
Oh, sorry.
Let's see here. Run for your lives. When do we get to see Mrs. Amish? Is there a Mrs. Amish?
No, I'm
Amish?
going on The Bachelor.
Yo,
I
he's
just
going on The
applied for
Bachelor, guys.
Bachelor
Pay
in Paradise.
attention. Hey, we should ban that guy for not paying attention. Sam Watson, $15. Why don't you give us a list of good, legitimate gurus and good sources to learn? I'm slowly accumulating them, boys. I'm bringing on legit investors like Jason Galcanis and Justin Kahn.
Yes.
George Neves, $199. Now got rid of masks tomorrow. Where am I? New Hampshire got rid of masks tomorrow. Where am I located? Where I am located. Okay, I can't read.
Is that a game?
No. New Hampshire got rid of masks.
No, he's saying
They're
New Hampshire got rid of masks. Where he's located.
Yeah.
Bradley
that's messed
Manas, $5. I was finally able to pull out of Robinhood. Made big Doge gains. Now waiting for the crash. Good show, guys. Thanks, man. You want to read the next two? Real quick.
Okay, I see one. Brian, $2. Make a member subscription for your live streams. That's a good point. Is that the last one? Oh, and then I see a John Dean's $10. Keep up the good work. Keep that S *** tight. So thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah. No, it's a good time to talk about scams, I think. It's a good time to join the congregation. Actually, someone was saying, is there a source of good gurus? Watch the show every Thursday. Tell your friends. We're growing.
We talk about this. We talk about this in the show, though. We don't love the idea of like telling you guys, hey, don't go look at all the scammers. Go like worship these other idiots. Here's the thing. Life is about figuring it out yourself, dude. And the message we preach on this show is you got to go, hey, stop looking for a handout. Stop looking for answers. Get a little self-reliance in there, baby. There's a lot of good people to watch, but honestly, a lot of it is like, a lot of the question comes from a place of, I want help. And I'm not like, I haven't come to the realization yet that the only person who's going to get me where I want to go is me. And I feel like that's the place you got to get to. I guess so. That's me personally. Shit.
And then look, I got to say though, a lot of people are just being greedy little pigs, aren't they? A lot of people are just being greedy goddamn little pigs. Pigs get slaughtered, baby. Oh, you just want a free money. I mean, dude, before
is this live?
Yeah, this is live.
Yeah. Before you came on, we were talking about these people.
Does this not seem live? Does it seem like
no? This is now clearly apparent that it's live.
No, it's live. We're reading the comments.
No, I'm piecing it together. Yeah.
The congregation. Okay. But yeah, no, there's like it's crazy. People just want free money, and because there's the con artist at the top, that's a bad person. But then we all do buy it, and I bought it. We've all bought some shit, and it's always like some easy way out. It's always some little like I'll just get rich quick, no problem.
You know what I've learned is the uber religious people seem to be highly susceptible to pyramid schemes
because they already believe in shit.
Exactly.
And
it's about faith. You know, there's a lot of weight on faith.
Faith and community too, because they go for like, oh, like I have a connection into this Muslim community, let's say. So then you can keep going after them.
And this happens a lot. It's called an affinity scam.
Affinity, yeah.
It's where it's like you go like, hey man, you're Muslim or you're a Christian or you're a Hindu or you're a Muslim or Mormon, and they go, I am too. You can trust me. I'm righteous.
I'm with God.
And
I
then
love God.
Yeah. And then they get you. That's how they get you, dude. No, legit.
One time my buddy
God is great.
My brother, my good friend's brother got. Do you remember Verve? Remember there was a big wave of energy drink scams. Like, oh, this is the energy drink. This one has this is so good for your body. Give us 500. We'll give you this many cans,
100%.
And then you sell them like that. One time, my buddy's brother comes into the garage. We're all hanging out, and he just dropped 500 and he got sold and he has a case and now he's beginning to do the first tier of reflipping. And he doesn't have the sales pitch down like he got pitched, right? So he's like, it was the worst. He's 10 years older than my friend and he clearly got scammed and we're all like averting eye contact. He's like, no, like the vitamins in this are way better than any of the other vitamins.
It's super vitamin C, dude.
He's literally asking us for $500. I mean, we're like, dog, we're like 19.
Yo, dude, we're not about to give you
and 500. You got scammed.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not worried about vitamins right now. I'm not worried about vitamins.
So hard to tell like a 10-year-old, your older brother of a friend that you were scammed.
You're an idiot.
Dude,
what are you talking about?
The MLMs are unreal, man.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Amish? You were about to give a personal anecdote. Beautiful.
When I was a kid, I remember someone's idiot dad. You're saying 10 years older, dude? It was someone's dad. So it was like 20, 25 years older. And he bought like 200 boxes of these vitamin pills. I think Usana or something. And then he's coming over and being like, tell your dad too to buy Usana. What the hell? You buying it from the grocery store. Don't you care about the culture?
What do these people think? It's just everyone's going to be drinking Verve? Like everyone's just selling each other cases of Verve. You take your case to the next guy and they take it to the next. It's so dumb.
So embarrassing. It's lukewarm. It's like, what is this? Refrigerated at least make it a refreshing drink.
Yes,
right?
Sell it to me. Sell it.
I remember Cutco fucking knives. Every immigrant woman was trying to sell Cutco knives.
Oh yeah, they hit the immigrant market, eh?
Oh, hard. I don't know how it was. Like my mom's friends were all trying to peddle these knives that never went.
They hit the immigrant market really hard. They hit the poor market. Look, anyone who's sort of like
the faith. It's the faith system.
It's the faith. Yeah.
It's like
rich people don't have any faith. They just need to see hard numbers. right? But the poor people have faith.
No, I feel like it's like you want the hope. You're desperate, right? Like
Exactly. That's what I'm
like,
saying. Yeah. That's why the poorest places have religion is the harshest, because it's like, yo, we're clearly we got dealt a shitty hand. Let's just fucking hedge our bets and aim for that afterlife. That's when we're gonna kill it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. I mean, if you fall, like, you're vulnerable more, right? Like, if you're vulnerable, you need God. The vulnerable understand that they need God. And then you start making money and you just say, who's God? You don't care anymore. It happens to every culture too. Like, you get rich and you just stop believing in God.
Yeah, but I feel like also, like, I was looking at this Bitcoin thing today and I was like, dude, this is a religion all of itself. Like, that's the thing is, like, you say, like it's not just, I mean, I feel like everybody falls for scams. It just matters what it is. Like, you fall for this, you fall for, like, everybody believes in something at some point.
Yeah. Yuval Harari says that too. He's like, everything is just a religion, and you're just doing it. Like, even when you think, like, I'm not in one, I'm smart, whatever, you're just in a different one.
Yeah, like stand-up is a religion. Any of these cult-like things, you know what I mean?
There's ideologies that everyone subscribes to that it's like a little, like, testy. But it's like, and you've just got to find out which one you're gonna go for, basically.
Dude, actually, that reminds me, the biggest scam. I just realized the biggest scam the hardest I've ever been scammed is my undergraduate degree.
What'd you get?
Yes, not engineering, nanotechnology, an undergraduate degree in nanotechnology engineering. Okay. All right.
That's great.
Nanotechnology engineering in 2009, when I went into it, is a field that's just coming out. It has no business being an undergrad. There is nothing in the industry to hire an undergraduate in nanotechnology. But 3 years into the program is when it got accredited as an engineering degree. You know what I mean? And everybody was in it just because nanotechnology sounded sick. That was literally the only reason we were all in it.
That was like a crypto. That was like your crypto.
Yeah.
Like, and nobody I know is working in it. It was the biggest scam of life. Everybody's doing some random shit now.
We're just not there yet. It's like AI. Like, AI is getting there, actually. I know some people who are making good money in it, but it's not like there.
But imagine an undergraduate in AI. What are you going to do? You're going to go to R&D with an undergraduate? No.
Yeah,
You're going to go to industry with an undergraduate for AI? Where? You know what I mean? Like, you're just...
Like quantum computing.
What'd you learn in nanotechnology?
Yeah.
Dude, it was a bastardized program that was put together last second because they're like, yo, this is when nano was hot. This is 2009, right?
Yeah.
So, bro, they just put together some they took chemical engineering, electrical engineering, and just
threw it all together.
Bastardized it together into a degree that no one benefits from.
Wow. But you still got a job after that.
Yeah.
Don't they just count it as an engineering degree?
In the end, I just got a job as working for a mechanical engineering firm.
Right. You just stopped calling it nano, and you just
call
it.
So do you work as a comedian, or you work as an engineer, or like what are you doing?
Well, I was an engineer in the States for 3 years, and then I just said fuck engineering, and so now I'm just doing all comedy and podcasting and acting. I'm big into acting now.
I also dumped my chemical engineering degrey at the door. I said,
and my aerospace.
Hell yeah!
All three engineers here.
But do you not think it, like, I know we are actually, no, but do you not think it helped you at all? Like, I really attribute a lot of my, I don't know what we have like a tiny channel, but like, it's like a decent sized channel. I attribute a lot of it to just, to the way it taught me to think. Do you not feel that way?
Yeah, I'm not as necessarily with my content creation, but with a lot of things in my life, absolutely.
More like the pragmatic stuff, right?
Yeah, an engineering degree, if you really think about it, it's just like a boot camp for like thinking, a boot camp for like, yo, do all this hard shit for analytical, hard troubleshooting shit. And you're probably never going to use this degree again, but you just did that for 4 years. Now taking on anything just kind of seems like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's why I think a lot of people, I know people that go into like something like easy, like a poli-sci. No offense if anyone here got a poli-sci. But I know some people that got into poli-sci and they just became drunks. They're like legit alcoholics. No, because
what is the message?
Yeah, because they become writers.
You do poli-sci? Drunk.
Yeah.
That's not all. Writers. But I just know some that they like the schoolwork's not hard. Like they're just like they're reading up on shit. Like it's not like engineering where it was tough, man. Aerospace was tough.
Really tough. Yeah.
It was hard. Yeah, they made you and lawyers have it too. Doctors have it too. The social sciences, they don't have that. They don't believe in that. They believe in like think about this and write an essay on it. So it's not like aggressive like that. I don't think it's part of their thing. So Not knocking them. I'm just saying, some people just became alcoholics though.
Yo,
Legit. They're just drinking every day now.
I wanted to show you this, Amish, and now that we're talking about these Ponzi schemes and everything, I think you should also join in. So, do you know what Valuetainment is, by the way, Abbas?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so it's this channel which is like doing entrepreneurship, all this stuff. Anyway, we find out that this guy runs an MLM, and he never really talks about it.
An MLM?
Yeah, multi-level marketing.
Multi-level.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Pyramid,
So pyramid
scheme.
scheme.
Pyramid scheme.
It's an insurance. It's,
Okay, so part of his thing is like, hey, dude, we're all balling. This is a big part of the MLM pitch. So I wanted to talk to you guys about this today. So here's what the ad says, and then we're going to take a look at, I found their income disclosure, which shows how much they actually make, and you guys will be like to know this.
Americans owe $1.57 trillion in student
The start is a big hitter,
Will
too.
the rising trade tensions between the U.S. and China just keep pushing these markets lower?
Underemployment among...
Basically, they're saying life sucks, okay? That's how they set the stage. Yo, your life suck right now? We're appealing to you.
Recent college
it's a
grads is
tragic
actually worse
collide.
today.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding from the words I spit so sharp.
The champ is here!
There he is!
The champ is here!
The champ is here!
The champ,
Yo,
The champ is here!
the champ is here!
It's me, baby!
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Okay, so it's like this big hype trailer, right? And then they start talking about how, like, dude, these are like, we got the fat cats, the fattest people in the business, like money.
Success.
Money.
With the top compensation package in the marketplace for entrepreneurial agency builders.
So you're seeing like, oh, dude, $100,000. We're all balling. Okay.
This
So
is red flags left and right now.
Okay,
by the
I
way.
hunted this down, and this guy's so respected, and it's
He's so
because the
respected.
content he
His-
makes is like fine, it has nothing to do with MLMs, and then he runs an MLM, and that's like how he made his money, I guess. I mean,
Well, you were saying it's like reputation laundering. Like he makes. I think he makes a ton of money in the MLM.
I think he makes
And
way
then
more in the MLM.
He's gonna retire and be like, oh, I just do his other channel is called Valuetainment. So he does on Valuetainment. He does like just I believe in entrepreneurship. And he does like news at this point. He does all these mob interviews too. He does like he brings on these mob guys and he's just like, so you killed, but like, that's the channel or whatever. But the MLM is separate. So this is the income statement. For
Okay,
the MLM.
so here's the income statement. I'm gonna have to move you
champ is
over
here,
here,
baby.
right here. All right. So of the people who got licensed, you have to become a life insurance agent. So at the top, they obviously show you the people who are making the most. Okay, $800,000 is made by 0.1% of their agents. 300,000, 14.14, 100,000. So now you're like you're still making good living, but your income's gone down, right? 0.75. Look at this. When you go down to the bottom, 64% of their agents make $200 a year.
Yeah, but what's funny, and when you look at it, it's 85% make 2,300 or less a year.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And 92% make 7,000 or less a year.
92% literally make less than McDonald's. I was saying, like, dude, imagine if you made a McDonald's commercial that was like, ba, 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 the champ is here. And like everything was like solving world hunger and da-da-da. It's like, no, people would laugh at you. But then when an MLM does it and they have worse numbers, people go, wow. Now this man has a plan. It's
Sign
like,
up,
dude.
sign me up. $200 to sign up.
So
I
I-
love how it's $200 to sign up, and then the lowest one is $205.
So I made a spreadsheet just where I weighted average the income. If you work at PHP, the average is $6,000. That's what you make.
I love it.
But does this include the fee to sign up? Because it costs $200 to sign
No.
up.
This
for
is
it.
assuming there are no fees, and there are fees. You
There's
pay
always
$200 to
fees.
sign up.
Always.
$200 to sign up, but then if you're not going to see Babaji Patrick Bet David, then what are you doing with your life? Your sales
you want me to
mentor
add
is
that
like,
in?
bro, you got to come to the training.
Oh
You
my
stupid.
gosh.
If you ever do an interview for a place and they go, one of our guys just made 8,000, or they go, one of our guys drives a Porsche, that's a scam right there. When they go, what a person makes or what car they drive, that's a telltale sign that you're.
Hold on, Amish. I'm gonna adjust this for the 200 because I want to see how much this all goes down by. Hang on one second. I think this is going to drop drastically. Sorry, 1 second, guys. Somebody.
This is good. We've been looking for a PBD rip for a while.
Talk.
We don't have the numbers on him.
I don't have anything right now. Hold on.
Abbas, this guy though, dude, Patrick Bet-David, he is like, he's big, he's aggressive. If he sees us, he might hit us.
Bro, he's like a Suge Knight of MLMs, right?
Yeah, he's huge, dude. He wanted to be. He's like 6'3", and he wanted to be like The Rock. Like I think
it's always an overbearing guy like that. That's just like fucking angst.
Okay, you guys ready to see this number drop off a cliff? Watch this number. You make $6,000. Oh, it's not actually that much less, actually. Because I guess at the people at the bottom,
856 is still bringing it up.
It's
those
still
top
bringing
ones.
it up. So So most people, 60% make about $5 a year, in between $200 to $5 a year, ladies and gentlemen. Go live out your dream and get poverty solved.
and let's not forget that at the top of this pyramid is Patrick Bet-David, and Patrick Bet-David is getting paid $10 million like per year. I'm saying he's got to be taking out most of that money. So the idea, like, this is just a weighted average. So it's showing that 13% are getting 850,000. It's even less than that. I think he's getting 10 million, 0.00001%, which is him. Below him, it's probably a bunch of people making 200,000, and then it goes from there.
Yo, I can't hear you over the sound of Patrick Bet-David walking out of a jet.
The champ is here! The champ is here! The champ is here!
$7,000!
The champ is here! The champ is here!
One company dares to dream bigger and do the impossible.
It's so dumb. It's like, what is this?
It's all hype. It's all hype. It's all drums.
Abbas, you'll love this. This interview behind us, Abbas. This interview behind us.
This is amazing.
It's just an interview that he put it together himself. Like, he basically goes like, first he does this shit talking to me. He goes, I went 10 years ago, the biggest insurance magazine in America. They called me for a dinner. I went to see them. I didn't need it, but I went to see them. They said, Patrick Bet-David, we wanted you on the cover. And they told me it's an advertisement. It's an advertisement. So I have to pay them $50,000. I told them, hey, guess what? I'm not going to pay you $50,000. In 5 years, you're going to call me. You're going to pay me $200,000 to be on the cover. And that's it. Well, today that day has come. It's like such a...
That's not how it works.
It's like... it's basically this publication. He goes,
where can I find that? Where can I find that? What was it called again? Do you remember?
Patrick Bet-David. What do we call it? We have a video about it.
We do have a video.
It's so funny, dude. It's like... It's basically, but Abbas, he paid this guy to just interview him.
No, we don't know what happened. Here's what we know.
We don't know.
So Amish is fast and loose with the facts, which is fine because it makes him a great co-host. But here's what actually happened. So we found this interview where he's basically like Amish said. He goes, yeah, last time they were telling me to pay. I said 2 years from now you're going to be having me on. So he puts up this interview, and we go, oh, well, it's like Success Magazine or Life Insurance Agent Magazine or something like that. Yeah. So Amish did some deep dive. He did this, man. He went to their channel, and they have no other interviews. It's just like one guy, and it's Patrick Bet-David. So Amish goes to their website. There's only one guy who's ever been interviewed by Success Magazine. And it's just Patrick Bet-David, dude. It's the one interview.
Of course.
It's so funny, dude.
Yo, 2 seconds. I just gotta get my power adapter.
Yo,
I think it's gone, eh? I don't see it. Was it Success Magazine? It's like
no,
it
wasn't.
Okay,
guys, if you guys remember, can you remind us?
Oh, we have a clip of this. It's so good. Not Blueprint, not...
Yo, we got $5 from Bolt. Call always Marco next and get him on. His MLM rival made multiple websites attacking him personally this week. What? Oh, yo, we got to talk to him. Hey, yo, let me call Marco real quick. North Pole Penguins show is bloody great, similar to the British Office.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Georgic, $5. When the world ends, there will be a bunch of bots selling essential oils to each other. George Neves, engineering. I'm a mech and an arrow, so work as a mech is pretty fun. Sweet, dude.
Sick, dude.
Let me call Marco real quick. Let me see if we can get down to get on a little later.
You know, remember what it was? It was how do you disrupt your industry? How to be an industry disruptor?
Yeah.
Okay, we good.
Yeah.
How to be a real disruptor 2 years ago.
Right.
I think this is it. Okay. You want me to send it to you, the link? So funny, dude.
This is the one with the magazine cover?
Hold on. We're gonna have to do a little bit of a deep dive to find this real quick. So,
you want me to send it to you?
So yeah, what's
Back
this?
in 2008, the most common word searched on Google, as well as the most common word used in book titles, was the word happy. Happy.
Okay.
To meet the huge Matt Walton with leaders of industry. Today,
leaders of industry. Okay, so this is the video.
We're down in Dallas, Texas, to meet the hugely successful author and entrepreneur, Patrick Bet-David, the founder of the PHP agency, which stands for People Helping People, and Valuetainment. This is his corporate headquarters. Let's go in and meet him.
The life insurance industry is in retreat.
It's just logos?
Today, the big agencies have all but given up on new recruits, as more people are leaving the business than entering it. But Patrick Bet-David is on the advance, personally bringing nearly 4,000 new agents into the field and turning many into millionaires.
Okay, so when he goes many into millionaires, we calculated it's like 13 or something like that out of 11,000. So 11,000 people work for him.
They're all getting paid out of 850,000.
Yeah.
I suspect Patrick Bet-David's getting like 5 million to that or 10 million. Like he's getting most of it. But anyway.
Patrick, and I never looked back.
And how much business did you do last year?
Like millions of dollars.
We're talking about the things that we're
like millions, man. Like I killed it last year.
I have slaves.
As a young boy, Patrick Bet-David.
Oh, sick.
I have slaves.
Immigrated to the United States from war-torn Iran, served in the U.S. Army's 101st Airborne Unit, and soon set off on a one-man.
Okay, so it's this huge puff piece, right? So Amish does the deep dive, and he goes to their YouTube channel. They only got one video.
Wow.
What is this, dude? And then you go, oh, okay, well, go. And so you go down to their links page, and they have leaders of industry. It's a not secure page, and it goes, we bring a Hollywood studio to your door and turn you into a star. What is this?
I
Wait,
know. Oh,
so do you pay for this? Do you pay for this?
Yeah, it says it right there, so they don't even hide it. Like, this is leaders of industry. You pay us, and we just come to you.
I love it. Oh my god.
And I love how he goes, dude, it's a bit, yo, Amish, battery exhausted, baby. What's happening?
Oh shit, my battery's not plugged in. Hold on.
Hey, we're gonna get rid of Amish real quick. You're temporarily replacing him as the co-host,
Yo,
star
what up,
of
what
the
up?
show. What up?
Babies, keep
What
going,
up,
keep going.
guys?
This is when.
Right, let's put you
This
over
is when
here.
a boss takes over the show.
Yeah.
This is taking over. This is the beginning of the
Leaders
end
of
for you.
industry. That's a scam right there. Scam 101.
Oh my god.
You can even tell the font, even the font they chose, and the way
That's some
that the shit's
basic
blurred
font.
out.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like literally Wix. That's literally the non-premium package. That's free.
Yeah. They only have one client right now, so they gotta go slow. It's a slow build. Look at this thing, dude. It was last updated in 2018.
Oh my god.
And then the way he talks about it is like, guys, I'm disrupting an industry. Where does he tell the story?
What
Amish?
is the?
Look, that guy.
That story.
Look, my best friend has worked at dealerships for years, and that guy right there, that's the telltale used car manager face and guy right there.
Oh my
that guy
God.
is a used car manager at every dealership. It's that guy. Used car dealer. Every manager of a used car is that guy right there with that buzz cut kind of thing. It looks like it could be Irani. He looks like it could be like, you know what I mean?
He's Persian.
Arab.
It's amazing.
Persian?
Dude.
Yeah.
Check it out. So this is what he says.
Sure, but this is what took place. An insurance magazine calls me and says, we'd like to get together with you because we know you'd like to get your credibility up because you just went through a lawsuit. The marketplace doesn't really see you as a company that's coming up. We can really help you by getting your credibility up. I said, let's get together. They come down to Woodland Hills. We sit down at Woodland Hills Maggiano's, and they present the fact that I can be on the cover of their #1 insurance, life insurance magazine in the marketplace, over 150,000 subscribers. You can be on the cover of it. I said, wow, a cover. He says, no, advertorial. Advertorial is this. This rips off. This is not the cover. That's not the cover. This is the cover. This is an advertorial for $125,000. I said, you want me to pay you $125,000? They said, yes. I said, look, I'll get the bill tonight. I'm not going to pay you $125,000, but very soon you will contact us and you'll ask us to do a cover story on your magazine. Oh, that won't happen. I said, why not? That just won't happen. I said, look at me in my eyes. I'm going to tell you 4 words here, okay? I said, ma'am, very nice lady. I said, you have no idea how much conviction I have in the life insurance industry. I love this business. I know people.
Look at this man, dude. A shark. This is a shark talking.
Telltale, dude. Telltale, like quintessential. I love it.
Yo,
conviction in life insurance.
He's got
life insurance.
Go ahead.
It's like, dude, I like to make sure that upon the death of people, that the relatives are paid. This is where your conviction is. You know?
Yeah. That's it.
Like life insurance. Okay, what are the other 3 words? I gotta hear it.
Oh yeah, let me give it to you real quick. What do you think he tells people when he goes? People go, you're not going to get 96% of people less than minimum wage. That's impossible. He goes, ma'am, I'll pay for the bill, but I have conviction, and I have
contribute to the industry.
Contribute.
Contribute. And we skipped one. What happened?
And you can tell just by the look at that. That's like word art. Look at the background. That's word art.
Yeah, dude. That's
remember back in the day.
That's hella clip art right there.
Yeah.
Bro, what are people saying right now? Dude, what's up, guys? Maggiano's high rollers. I know, dude. Patrick Bet-David, he's balling, dude.
You worked in a dealer. That's correct. All these people are backing it up. I'm not making this up, dude.
It's a fact.
That is the telltale used car manager. I swear to God, dude.
We need to get Patrick Bet-David to be the first result when you look up used car dealer, and it's just like his face. That's so funny. Hey, yo, you're back. Amish, baby, what's up?
What's up, baby?
All right, well, you've been replaced, so no.
That's it.
Now you can be the guest, Amish.
Patrick Bet-David is just, he is.
Wait, Steven, what are the other 2 words, though? I got to see.
Oh, compete and contribute. No, it's conviction, compete, contribute.
But he said 4.
Oh, wait, what's the other word? Okay, so what's
quality?
It's going to be a C as well.
It's got to be a C, right?
Confiscate, conversate,
guy gave me
collaborate.
So
it's going to be collaborate. It's going to be collaborate.
I bet you're right. What, guys, take votes. What is it going to be, ladies and gentlemen?
It's going to be a C word for sure.
This industry, this regular guy whose father worked at a 99-cent store, who had a 1.8 GPA, who went to the military, gave me so much, my lifestyle, my freedom, all this other stuff. I said I wanted to contribute to the industry.
Okay, you already said
I want to find a way to make the industry better, because without this industry, this regular guy whose father worked at a 99-cent store, who had a 1.8 GPA, who went to the military, I've never had a 4-year, 2-year degree, he would have been a regular guy, right? And the 4th C-letter word is challenging conventional thinking, which, by the way,
challenge.
if you're involved in the
challenge. That's good.
That's Wait, so he's talking about 2 different things. This is leaders of industry. He was talking about
know.
What's up with the?
Opens with how do you disrupt the market? It's the video is called how to be a real disruptor.
That's
what the video
is
is called.
The whole cadence is so infomercially. You know what I mean?
He teaches a class on it. You can learn how to speak like him. He has a public speaking class.
Like he keeps going 1.8 GPA. Like he keeps referencing irrelevant numbers.
Yes.
Yeah.
So he's a great speaker.
A 99-cent store with a 1.8 GPA. It's like, what? Okay.
What are you talking about? Yeah, I know.
Just say a small business. What is it? A 99-cent store with a 1.8 GPA? What the fuck?
Yo, dude, he's got that public speaking down.
He's got it down. Yeah, I can't dog him on that. He's got it down.
Yo, check
his podcast. He goes hard, but then it's very like right way. I feel like
he's just gone into politics, man.
Oh, he'd be a legendary. Oh, dude, if he was a conservative firebrand or whatever, like he would be making so much money.
I think he does capitalist propaganda, like conservative propaganda.
Relax,
right now,
Amish. Amish has a.
It's pretty bad, dude. He had a dude. His pro-Trump videos are so dumb. Come on, where he's defending the vote. Come on, dude.
Yo, whose problem is it? Is it the left, the right? Is it the left, the media, or Trump? And don't say Trump.
So basically, when the Capitol riots happened to us, he did a bit on his podcast where he goes and he plans his bits so good. He's actually great. Like he's on top of his shit. So I'll give him the respect. But he does his bit after the Capitol riots. They go in. 4 people are dead. And then he does a bit called Trump. Whose fault was it? Trump, liberal media, or the left? And don't say Trump or I'll punch you in the fucking face. And there's people there's a guy sitting with him and he just berates him. He's like, the guy's like, Trump? And he's like, no, don't say Trump. Like, that's the whole bit. It's like 20 minutes. He just yells at this guy. It's like he baits him and then he yells at him. And then the other idiot conservatives in the room with him, they just go like, they just jump into agree with him. No, but they're brainwashed. Because this guy's trying to make the point where he goes, well, why wouldn't you just blame Trump? And then the other guy would pipe in and was like, you can't blame Trump. Can't blame Trump. Like, it's like, guy, what? It's obvious. Trump, left, or liberal media? Or Trump, liberals, or liberal media? These are the 3 options.
Consummate, con man. Oh, one guy said con man. That's funny.
Contribute. Why does he have his dad's GPA?
Yeah, he stops at the con. Like it's a pun that doesn't serve him at all. Contribute. Sorry, it's like speed that up.
Yo, so what's he say? I'm sorry, I'm trying to find this interview thing. All right, hold on. What the heck?
Yeah, what a great video. He just like
videos throughout the day. But this interview that was done by Matt Walton will tell you exactly what I do on a daily basis. Enjoy the interview.
This is Matt Walton with Leaders of Industry. Today we're down in...
So yeah, he kind of like just gets it in this Matt Wall. I don't... Okay.
But it says
All
on
right.
the website, we come to your house and make a professional video about you in your industry.
Whatever.
I got no problem with this guy, but I really get the vibe that he should be selling slap chops or something. Like this guy should be an infomercial guy. He would sell the shit out of. What's that guy that sells
100%.
OxyClean, all that? This guy would sell like crazy.
Yo,
yeah,
let's do
Billy
that.
Mays here. Yeah, this guy's got all those vibes. He needs to just pivot that into infomercials and shit.
He wants to do
He'd
big
kill it.
things. He wants to do big things. That's why he wants to be like big. That's why he brings on these mob guys. He's like he loves like he brings on. I feel like a lot of people they've killed people, and he just brings them on. He's like, so that's how you make the money. Eh? Okay, cool. Hey,
That's
dude,
so
you gotta do it.
weird.
Yeah, but that's
Well,
that's his brand a little bit. He's aggressive. He's just like.
I agree. I saw a guy who looked exactly like Patrick Bet-David selling 25 ribeyes for $25 out of a meat truck.
Jesus,
and I was
that's
like,
a deal.
I was like, no, I turned in. I got scammed because I thought 25 ribeyes for $25. Like, I've got to pull
all
in. Like,
rancid.
of course,
cheap meat.
of course, of course.
That's the
Like,
one
so,
time it's like,
so I turn it. It's like in some like. First of all, it's not like even a pop-up shop. It's in the back of a meat truck. In an abandoned Target parking lot, okay? Just to set the stage. And several signs had kind of led me there. I mean, I didn't just like find it. Like, I just like saw the sign that said,
You're like Target? Fuck that.
25 ribeyes for $25? Are you joking? Like, of course.
That's
and so,
a good deal. What?
No, that's crazy. That's,
these guys like you have to like pull in and they call themselves like the butchers or something like that, like the backyard butchers or something like that. And like your friendly neighborhood butcher. And it's these two guys. They're like sitting in the back of the truck. They kind of like lean their head out and they go, "Oh, someone's here." Like we haven't seen anybody. So they jump out and the guy grabs like 2 pallets of meat. And I'm thinking, "Oh, dude, am I getting all of that?" And he goes, "All right, let me tell you what we can do. I can give you 25 ribeyes for $25, or," and he goes, "I can give you all of this," and he like
For
slams
40.
it on a table for $400. And that's the upsell. And I was like, nah, give me like, well, where's the 25 ribeyes? And he takes this tiny box off the top. And it's these tiny steaks about a half an inch thick. And he goes, it's a breakfast ribeye. I go, that ain't a ribeye, my guy. That is a piece of paper.
But dude, I love that you went though. You entertained
Of course. No, I bought it. Okay, I had to buy it. I had to buy it. What are you talking about?
Oh fuck yeah!
No.
This guy do it. This guy he got vaccinated twice.
Hey.
He's like, fuck it, man.
Yo,
Give me the
dude,
ribeyes,
we're taking the risks. Look,
invincible.
they put me through. They
Texas,
put me through a special line. So here's how it works. You go there and they have like cones, like I didn't understand why. But they made me like, I had pulled up just like to pull up and they go, no, you got to repark for us to give you the demonstration. And the repark kind of like blocks you in. And there's a guy who comes on both sides of your car and they're like,
It's aggressive.
Are you? Yeah. They go,
That's why you bought it.
Yeah, they're like, you going to take the steaks? And I was like, I'll take the 25. And he goes, no. Well, what could I do for you? Here, let me tell you something. What's your name? What's your name? Steven. Oh, okay, awesome, Steven. I love Steven. Great. Look, I never do this.
Oh yeah.
I never do this. But I can give you 3 lamb chops, an entire cow, and a quarter of a pig. Never do it. $300. Are you going to take it? And I go, no, man, just like give me the 25 ribeyes. He goes, what's the problem? Too much price or too much meat? That's what he says. He goes, too much price or too much meat?
That's so fucking
And I was like,
funny.
that's a killer line. Because
That's a shirt. That's a shirt.
of like,
Yeah.
too much line, too much meat. And so I was like,
You're
no,
like,
man,
too much
I
meat.
just don't, like, yeah.
Too much meat.
I go, it's
a whole cow?
literally,
What the
like,
fuck?
what am I going to do with this? I go, I'm not going to put this in my freezer. I'm not going to put this in my fridge. He goes, yo, it lasts for 4 years. I'm like, that is a damn lie. It doesn't last for 4 years. And he goes, lasts forever. And I was like, dude, I don't have space in my fridge. He goes, no, here's what you're going to do. And he starts like showing me how I put it in the fridge. And finally I'm like, hey, give me the $25 for 25 cal. Or whatever. And he's like, all right. And he like pulls the square thing out of his back pocket. And you can tell he had to like change it because he had already planned on me spending the $400 or $200, whatever. And he changed it to $25 and I get out of there. But
Wow.
but here's the thing.
Have you cooked? Have you baked or grilled, or have you grilled any of these
The
yet?
first one I ate, horribly sick, violently ill.
Of course. Wait, and you tossed the 24 though, right?
No, I had one. It was like kind of made my stomach bad.
Don't tell me you're like, the second one's going to be good, though. The second one's going to be good. The second one is going to be good.
Just cook it.
Well, I spent $25.
Burn out the toxins.
Yo, we're cheap over here, dude. And so I was like, yeah, we'll do the second one. Violently ill, and then I was like, all right, dude, I'm throwing this stuff out. I thought about the third. Honestly, I thought maybe it was a fluke, but I was like, dude, no, I'm done. I'll take the L.
That's so funny, dude.
Crazy, man.
I love that 2 trucks came up. I like the intimidation tactics.
Aggressive. I like it.
Aggressive, dude. I remember when I was in India, dude, and they were trying to push me on a scam, and I was like, no, I don't want to do it. And then the other guy, the aggressive guy, he just started breaking shit.
Just to be like, I'm capable of violence.
Yeah, and then I'm like, what is he doing? This guy goes, well, now he's mad because you can't make a decision, so now he's pissed. You pissed him off.
Wait, what was he breaking? Like, what did he break?
Yeah.
He was like
a plate?
So he slams the door and then he walks over. We're in some part of Bombay where there's just like shit. There's like garbage over like on one side.
Yeah.
And he just like walks over and just starts kicking at it. And the first thing he did was he just like broke a toy. Like there's like just a toy, like a pile of garbage, like a little toy or whatever. And he just goes over and just breaks it. And he's like kicking shit like that. Slams the door. Yeah, no, it's like it's just to be like.
Yeah.
I mean,
he doesn't do well when a fair deal gets rejected.
Oh,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Well, it's just so funny because they're like they need you to buy the 400 for the whole deal to make sense. I mean, already it's like they're giving you paper, but they need you to buy the $400 thing.
Wait, so how could it be a whole cow and a quarter pig? Wouldn't it be a quarter cow and a whole pig?
I don't know the specifics of this thing, okay? The only thing I know for sure in my memory is that it was 25 ribeyes or 25 steaks for like 20. It was something catchy like that, like that sticks in your mind, like 25 ribeyes for $25. And you think to yourself, literally, there's no way, and I have to go. It's like great clickbait. I mean, it's all it is.
I miss the States for stuff like that. I really do. Like
deals,
like crazy
There's
deals.
too many rules here.
Yeah. Oh my God, dude. I lived in fucking Detroit for 2 years, and then like San Francisco for a year. San Fran was the worst. But
San Fran's, dude, they don't care. Dude.
San Fran is sick to visit. You don't want to live there, bro. You don't want to live there at all.
Dude, I've seen just holes on the street. I'm like, this hole just goes forever. Not even like a sign. Not even signs around. Like,
bro, you know, in San Francisco they got an app that shows you where all the shit on the street, all the shit on the sidewalks, live. Swear to God, literally.
Only could exist.
It's called Crapper or something. I don't know.
Bro, I've heard stories. I have some buddies who went to Silicon Valley.
I worked there for a year.
Bro,
yeah, dude.
One of my buddies is biking. And I was like, yo, what made you stop biking? He's like, well, let me tell you a story, dude, about how bad San Francisco is.
Oh my God.
I'm riding my bike, and San Francisco's cool. It's got all those hills, whatever. So just picture this guy. He's riding. He's like an athlete. And he pulls up. He's like stops his bike for something like an intersection. And he sees a homeless man like to his right, like 5 feet away, jerking it. Just violently. And then he said, but that wasn't it, because he goes, that wasn't even surprising. But the way he looked in my eyes, he goes, I had to stop biking. He goes, I couldn't continue doing this. He's like, I don't want to be like, is so aggressive.
Yeah.
These people.
I can see a religious person maybe saying like, that's enough of that. I can't do it anymore. He's traumatized.
No, dude, it's just hard. You never know what you're gonna see if you go out in San Francisco, man. It's a wild time.
He needs to nut up because not a big deal. You saw a guy jerking off. Hey, let's get on with the day, right? It's fine in Toronto, dude.
No, I do feel like though there are. I mean, he works a really nice job, and so there are sometimes things where you're like when you work a really nice job and you see that like. You just kind of want to like pretend it doesn't exist a little bit. Like San Francisco's like it's got wildly rich people, like stupid rich people who just want to be like this. They're like the problem.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, just everywhere you go, people are pretty blind to the homeless. But it's a whole different level in San Francisco because the average person on the street in San Francisco has a like real mental health issues. Like usually wherever you go, like if I went to, and I've been to Texas and I've been to Michigan, all these places, when there's homeless people, they have a sign 80% of them have a sign. They're trying to get money. They're asking for money. In San Francisco, it's full zombie mode, dude.
Wow.
No, half the people are not asking for money. They are just fucking out there, like, man.
Boss, you're saying, hey, if you can make a sign, just get a job then. These guys,
Yeah,
they need
exactly.
the help.
Yeah, exactly. You've got your facilities intact, dude.
Oh my
You know, no,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
bro, in San Francisco, you could get the subway stations. You get off the subway as you walk out to the street. There'll be 4 guys with needles in their arm and nice blood dripping, and they'll just be nodding
Getting the COVID
out.
vaccine.
And yeah, literally, exactly, right? And the cops will be like, "Hey, that's not Pfizer." You know what I mean? Like literally, like, dude, cops.
What can the cops
like, "Get
do
that guy."
though? What can the cops do?
There's so many. There's so many thousands.
So many. California.
And here's the thing,
They're all
though.
in
Like,
California.
I don't even understand how they have regular workers. Like, how are you going to be working at Starbucks for like $8 an hour when rent is $12,000 a month? It's ridiculous, man.
I don't know what that is. I don't know how that whole economy is. It's all
I've
done now
heard
because
people
of
just
COVID.
like they drive in or they sleep in their car. That's it.
Dude, yeah. Oh
Right,
man,
right.
I work with guys in a startup who were all making 6 figures, and like 3 of them would get like not Sprinter vans, but like old GMC like live-in vans. It was common for 6-figure developers to live in their car.
Insane.
It's hot. It's good weather. It's good weather.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's foggy. In a car, you're good.
In a car, you're good. It's basically like the weather's
It's
so good.
foggy. It gets chilly. But in a car, you're fine.
California's an issue though. California, they have a homeless issue there. They all go there because
It's what happens when you turn a state communist, Amish.
Because they're so leftist that the laws are favorable to.
Bro, they're all coming to Texas.
But it's also because it's hot.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, if
Apparently,
you're homeless, what are you doing in Canada?
remember, a lot of the towns give their homeless one-way bus tickets to San Fran.
Just
For years, they've been doing this.
Yeah,
They're just like, go there.
Go.
That's so shady.
Not Canada. Canada. I'm sorry,
But I
it's
believe it,
even
yeah.
Minnesota, dude. It's the winter sky. Baby, go. You don't know what's going on here. You won't know what's going on there. But you're not gonna freeze to death.
Right.
That's why they're all in Vancouver. Same situation. Liberal, temperate weather. They're there.
Yeah. Yeah, they know they're not gonna do anything, dude. In Texas,
Like, hey, come on, stop doing heroin. Hey, what are you gonna do?
what are you gonna do, guys? Yeah, Mish wants to give him the needle to do it with and the heroin.
What are you gonna do?
No.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: San Fran too. San Fran is not the city to be mad about someone's penis being out. They got famously penis out people in San Fran. Like when I was in San Fran, they had these 2 guys, and they were like famous because San Fran is the first. I think it's called Hate Street. It was the first big gay district in America, or it's like one of the first famous ones.
No, you're thinking about the what's
Is it
it
called
called?
Hate
It starts
Street
with
or-
a C. Hate is in San Francisco,
Castro,
but it's not.
Castro.
The Castro, yeah.
The Castro.
I live right
So-
there up the street.
Yeah, and there was when I went, there was these 2 guys. They were not even like in good shape. Like they were just like regular dudes, full naked, dick out, dude. And they just put a rubber on it and they walked around.
It's the Castro.
Hey, God is great, brother. This is my birthday suit, and that's it. I'm eating food. I look up, it's there.
But what if you knew somebody's jerking it to you? They're looking you dead in the eye.
Fair enough. I can see that.
It's a different level.
That's gotta fuck with you.
No, like it does. Like they look you in the eye and they don't stop and they keep going. That is a lot.
That's on you. That's on you for you gotta move.
I'd say for me,
Yeah, you got. Hey, you got to roll. Yeah.
You
I'd
gotta
say
pedal,
for
bro.
me,
You're on a bicycle,
I'm
bro.
flat.
Pedal.
You can get
For
away.
me,
It's
pedal.
fine. You're fine. You can get away, dude.
You're on the exit strategy. You're sitting on it.
Yeah, just go. It's fine. I don't think.
Yo,
it's
I was like, dude, this guy is like Louis C.K. in you, man. You got Louis
Yeah,
C.K.,
right?
dude. Get out of there.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
In the whole city, like he left San Francisco over a guy jerking off.
No, you didn't leave San Francisco. No.
No biking. No more biking.
No biking.
Wow, he lost the joy of bicycle riding.
No, I think it coincided with him picking up climbing or something. What's up?
Right.
If San Fran wasn't so weird with the homeless and like the vibe is so intense that everyone ignores them to a level that it's like when you're fresh there and it's like people are like a guy's nodding out,
They're,
blood
like,
is
walking
dripping, and
on
no
their
one
shoe-
is looking. No one is
That's
looking.
so sad.
You're like, what the fuck, dude? It's like ghosts you can see.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. And they're like, it's a liberal utopia. We
Exactly. Shit all over.
The
Human
system
shit all over the
works.
sidewalks. Yeah.
It's a liberal utopia. It's working. We allow them to come. Apparently, they're tenting up at some places too, though. Like apparently, I think Anand, who actually he did the first scam rehab. We saved him from another cult. We saved him from a cult. But anyway, he was saying that in California, where he's in California, they've taken over like in front of the main like city hall or whatever. There's a bunch of tents. They've taken over, and you can't stop it. It's like California has whatever that area of California has a law that they're like you can't kick them out, like it's a human right.
Oh, like you can't touch their property or something. Like the tent is their property.
The tent is their property now, something like that.
You know what else I find weird is squatter rights. You heard of squatter rights?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, like, it's the dumbest thing in the world. They just stay there long enough, and it's like they kind of own it.
Yeah, because it's God's green earth, and if you're not living in it, then God gives it to someone else. That's the mentality, basically. They do that in India too. India is legit squatter rights. Like I have family that they left, and everyone said, "What are you doing? Someone will take over your place. You can't leave." And they just left for 2 months. Someone took it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Or the people that are house sit. The people that house sit will just take it.
They'll take
yeah,
it.
it's theirs now. Yeah,
it's theirs now.
That's why a lot of people have family house sit. Family will always house sit.
You have to.
Because possession is just 9/10 of the law. It's just like you have it, so you have it now.
Yeah.
You own it.
Yeah, essentially.
They have a policy. They say God make it. It's like if I have it, that's God's will and God make it. Even when they scam you in India, you go like, "Hey, dude, you like give me back the money." I say, "God make it. This is God's plan. Who are we to question God's plan?"
You're like, "No, it's you though," and they're like, "Who can tell the will of God?"
But who can? God operating in me.
My mom was telling me there's a lot of Sudan's economy is weak, so there's a lot of like theft happening, a lot of robberies, like small scale people like going on campuses, robbing students and shit.
Yeah.
And her brother-in-law got robbed, and he went to the police station, and the cop was just like, "God," he's like, "I got robbed." He's like, "God will judge them. God will judge them." Like he got robbed of like $12 or something. Like he's pretty broke, so it's like like a couple days of food and shit.
Yeah.
But he still went, and they're like, God will judge them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I love when they get mad. Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't worry, God will.
Apparently, the cop was literally making tea. I don't know if that's like just part of the embellishing of the story,
like
but that's how she said it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's really funny.
Now, for $12, dude, who's running? I mean, even in Canada, my parents would own like a business. It's been jacked in the middle of the night so many times. And the thing is, the people that are around that business, they're just so poor. They're breaking in. I think they're just sleeping there. I don't think they know what they're doing. There's no money. They just break in, break a bunch of shit.
Yeah, there's no money in it.
Take $50, 100, like take a little bit of cash, eat a bunch of food. It's a catering company. They call the cops, and they say cops come like 12 hours later. Like they call the cops when it happens. We got to go when it happens. Cops come 12 hours later, and they go, "Yeah, no, hey, we can monitor the place, but that's extra fee." Like you got to pay them to do that job, I guess.
Actually,
get a gun.
Yeah.
That's why you got to get a gun.
That's the States, though.
Yeah,
it's different up here.
I know. Wait, y'all can't like you can't have a bullet or like you can't.
You could have a gun, but you need to get a full license. A gun is like a car up here. You got to get a license. It's not like the States. It's
But you've done all that, right? A bus?
No, I was just in the military. I did that, like just shot rifles and shit like that.
So if you go to the Canadian military, do you get to own a gun after or no?
No.
Oh no, not even. Just
in fact, they're probably like you're at a greater risk. Like
yeah, right.
Can't let you have a gun. You're trained.
Yeah.
That's it.
No. It's all M16s. We do stuff with. Like I didn't really handle a handgun or anything, but I know in the States when I used to work in Tennessee, bro. I worked in a manufacturing plant. All my manufacturing engineer friends, they all had guns in their fucking glove box. All of them, 22, 23-year-old, 24-year-old. And it was sick. They had Jeeps with a gun in the glove. Bro, Tennessee, bro, that was the best. Tennessee, like this, that's what I miss about the States is like you work at a manufacturing plant and in the parking lot, half of the trucks, it's all trucks.
It's
half
loaded,
of them have boats already like they're going straight to the lake after work. You know what I mean? Like the boat is on the back. It's like, I'm like, man, like people are living down here. Everybody's got a gun. I like.
What is the gun? I like the boat.
Yo,
dude. What?
Because it's like we could just go do target practice, fuck around. It's like we got the boat, man. It's just so
Amish,
free.
the gun is rock and roll. The gun represents independence in a kind of way.
Exactly. Dude.
It represents your ability to not need the cop to show up 12 hours later, and if anything goes south, you can take matters into your own hands.
This is why America's number one.
Yeah.
This is why America's number one.
In everything, though. In school shootings, in everything.
Yeah.
We're number one in
Look,
everything.
the bad comes with the good. The bad comes with the good,
Yeah.
but you are, if you, in order to be running the world, like you got to be on top of that shit, and that's it. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know how to solve all that shit. I
don't know how
just
to solve
know
all
that I want a gun. I like being able to easily get a gun. Last time I was in Dallas, bro, we fucking went straight to the shooting range, man. Everything. I was like, I wanted an AK so bad they didn't have it.
I want to shoot one.
But the AR-15, the hallway shooter, I fucking went and sprayed that shit up, dude. I asked for a Desert Eagle. The guy's like, have you handled these before? I'm like, no, but I would like to. And he's like, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, okay, I'll take the AR. Yeah, and then I just took some Magnum. I took some big ass Magnum. Dash. I love it.
A boss is like, no, I was in the Canadian military, and he's like, yeah, no, you're not allowed to.
No. I'm not gonna go in Texas and be like, I was in the Canadian military. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, dude, this 9-year-old can shoot better than me. I'm not gonna say.
He goes, now I'm definitely not gonna give it to you, you pussy.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't say shit about the military.
The gun culture's nuts here, man. I only recently got a gun, but like sometimes, dude, they're giving like 7-year-olds little starter guns. Like there's these starter guns you can get for kids. Where the kids
the
like,
NRA
and it's
right
like
there.
pink.
NRA stamp right on it.
Yeah.
I've seen pink.
This is like you sign up for the NRA. They like give you like 12 of these to like practice with. Give to all your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's like this little green, like pink little thing, and then like I've seen like videos of these like tiny girls who are probably like 6 years old, like they can like take it apart in like 3 seconds, and you're just like, yeah, good luck.
Yeah, right. Nancy's
what is,
9mm.
What is the thing? I saw a 12-year-old with a pink AR. Like, what's the AR-15? They're like this big. A pink.
No, it's like an
AR-15.
MP5 or some shit.
Something like that. And she has the goggles. She has the thing, and then she has a pink one, and it's this cartoon. It had like the face of this cartoon on it. It was like Sailor Moon or some shit. She had like a Sailor Moon AR-15. It's like pink and like just little cartoons on it. And then she would be like, "Yep, I shoot my gun." And it was on Vice, I think. She's doing target practice.
I don't know about all that, but.
Yeah.
I'm an adult and I'm talking about me. I don't know about all these kids and all that shit.
I know. It feels like you're treated as an entire unit whenever you talk about like guns. It's like, no, I don't endorse everything, and there's crazy people and all that stuff, and I can't control that. I'm just talking about me, my guy.
Yeah.
But Amish, are you gonna have to do the Bachelor or something tomorrow or something? You got some kind of a
I gotta go. Roast. Yeah. I'm doing the roast tomorrow. I gotta do the roast.
Guys, we're trying to be respectful of Amish's time. But Abbas, dude, thank you, man, for coming on.
Abbas, this was a blast.
Dude.
This was a blast.
Good
I
time.
appreciate you guys.
Good
This has been fun.
Guys, go subscribe to his channel, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
And if you must know, it's just wall behind these curtains.
Wow, dude.
Wow. Exposed.
Incredible.
Okay.
Dude, great
all right,
talking,
appreciate you guys.
Cool.
Have a good night.
See ya,
this has
dude.
been
All right,
fun.
baby, peace.
The Joe Rogan Podcast Experience Exposed. Okay,
That's amazing.
let's check that out, dude. What a nice guy, dude. Really liked him.
What a great guy. Yeah.
I think chat liked him too. Everybody liked him.
No, that's fun.
Great time. Yeah, I had a blast.
Yeah,
Let's
dude.
see
Just
here.
get scammed. What a
Guys, please go to his channel real quick. Let's give him the old drip boost, okay?
Give him that drip.
Give him that drip boost.
Yeah. Great channel, dude. He keeps putting shit up, man.
Bro, he's
I'm gonna do his
crushing.
podcast next week. Yeah.
Good for him, man. Really nice guy.
Working
man,
hard.
he is putting out a lot of content. Look at that.
Puts out a lot, dude. Always editing, always putting his
Yo,
stuff up.
before
He
we
does sketches
go,
on
Mish,
TikTok and stuff too.
Let's talk about you for a second, okay?
What do we got? What do we got?
Let's talk about what you've been up to.
You mean my Bachelor audition?
Hey, by the way, your viewers, your subscribers have doubled.
Yes,
Since I last saw you.
2,000. The
But
abundance is coming.
You have a double video per week deadline. Let's check in with that.
No, it's not happening.
Wow.
It's too much. It's just not fun. Look, there's big videos coming. It's fine. I mean, I did put up a private.
Oh.
I sent you the link. The Bachelor audition.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Bachelor audition.
Can we see that live?
Yeah, let's watch it.
Let's watch that live real quick before we leave.
I mean, I didn't have much time to do
bad.
it.
I feel bad for leaving the people. They're chilling. They're vibing.
Oh man,
with it so hard.
Let me read a bunch of their comments though.
Read a bunch.
Let me read these Habibis comments. The
The
Habibis,
Habibis, dude. Oh
Let me read
man,
the
they're
Habibis
vibing
comments.
right now.
They're so. I feel like we missed so many.
Mike
met
Zilla is
$5.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zilla is the true religion. That's facts like Strawley. Thanks, guys, for doing God's work. Shout out ADA.
Pull up the clap. Yeah.
What was the Patrick Bet David song? Here comes the champ.
No. Here comes the champ or something like that. No. Here. What is it?
Here comes the champ. It's such a good song.
No, what is that?
Song.
What is that? Let's just start. Nick Catchmer, $20. We'll get someone from the chat. Hey, Amish, could you explain the Baba G reference? I love every time you use it, and I want to introduce it in my lexicon. I don't want to use it incorrectly, though. No, that's part of it. Is like, just don't use it incorrectly. That's the point.
Oh, Baba Ji just means like, well, it's a title. It's like Guruji. Baba is a guru. It's like just another word for guru, but it's also a word for grandfather, like spiritual leader, community leader, grandfather. Like you can call it to someone like older in your family. You can just call them Baba, but it's like Baba Ramdas. Yeah, I'm sure you guys have heard of Baba Ramdas. They call him Baba because he's like a teacher, and it's just like a term used for teachers.
Yeah, we were once called the Laughing Babas, if you guys don't know.
Yeah, we did do Laughing Babas for a bit.
So we are still your Babas.
Yeah, we're still here. Bold $5 Canadian. Call always Marco next and get him on. His MLM rival made numerous websites personally attacking him this week. Oh yeah, you read that already.
I'm gonna call Marco real quick.
That sucks, dude. Yeah, let's get him. Let's see if he's down.
Let me just see if, dude, he's might be pissed. I'm honestly shouldn't call him this late, but I feel like he'd be still up.
George Neves, $4.99. Engineering.
Yo, dude, you want to join on the podcast real quick? Yo, dude, he's so down. All right, see ya.
Sick, dude. Bring him in.
Yo, no, actually, Amish, I was thinking that maybe like, I mean, if you have to go, I could just like go with Marco for a bit.
Yeah, I'm cool with that, man.
Because I'm not trying to like kick you off and be like, let's talk about Amish. No,
I do gotta go. I do want to say hi to Marco, but I do gotta go.
It's fine. Just leave.
But have a chat with him, man. I mean, if people are making websites about him, that's not right. George Neves, $4.99. Engineering. I'm a mech and an arrow. Work as a mech. Pretty fun. Did we read that already?
Yeah, dude. We've read this like 7 times.
Oh, great. All right, cool. I really got to go. I have a big show tomorrow.
No problem. Well, let me see. At least send me the private link, please.
For what?
For your Bachelor audition, dude. I want to see that real quick.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. I texted it to you, I think. Let's see.
Give it to me send it over chat. Is it good? Is it bad?
It's,
if it's bad,
I'm sending it to you over chat. No, watch it. Listen. This is the first of many Bachelor auditions. People have auditioned for the Bachelor like 10 times. They don't get on. Let's see. And honestly, not a lot of time to work on it. But you guys watch it. I'm going to go.
You're not going to stay? Okay, that tells you everything I need to know. Good.
No, watch it. That's it. Yeah.
Secret video. Unlisted,
It's a secret video. It's a secret
video.
Wow,
this is exclusive to the drip.
Yeah.
This is Amish Patel. By the way, nice. Hey, did you try to look good here? Because you're looking nice. This is good. I like this.
It's a Bachelor audition. Dude, I told my mom about it, and I just pulled up these links, the trailer for The Bachelor, and it's just like making out. So I didn't even know. I'm like, Mom, I'm gonna go on The Bachelor. I'll get married. Don't worry about it. Whatever, right? My mom's like, oh yeah. I pull up the trailer. It's just trash, dude. I don't know if I'll get on. The guy, yeah. Well. Anyway, you guys watch it. I would normally never do this, but I do gotta wake up early tomorrow, man.
I'm an award-winning writer and 2-time
I'm leaving
for my performance as a loving husband and father of 3 on a TV show.
We're here.
And yet in real life,
before we finish this, let me get everything set up real quick for Marco, because I gotta react to this whole thing, man. This is incredible. Okay, here we go. Let me send this to Marco real quick. All right.
I'm not married and I don't have kids. And that's why I'm doing this tape for The Bachelor in Paradise. Tell us about your relationship/dating history. I grew up in a conservative immigrant family. There was a lot of shame and taboo around sex and dating. So I felt like I wasn't allowed to do it. And then one day I just felt like everyone was telling me I had to be married. So I just rebelled against all that. I wanted to be all rock and roll. But now I'm bald and I'm 40. And
This is funny. Dude, I think he might get on, guys. This is like a good tape where you're like, yeah, this, and this, and now I'm bald and 40. That's funny. I don't know if it's Bachelors in Paradise, but it's funny. It's Amish, dude. What's up, Marco? Yo, let's watch this real quick together before we talk about everything. First of all, it's good to see you.
Can you see me?
I can see you. The people can't see you yet. Here we go.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to join right now. It joined on my phone, but I'm about to enter this ID on my computer and join on my computer.
Okay, just don't say it out loud, but yeah, good. Okay,
Everyone, here's the Zoom link.
It's 474. No. All right, let's watch. Let me finish this real quick for the people.
Yeah.
As a South Asian man, I'm actually being discriminated against in the online dating community. I'm facing discrimination currently, and
he plays the card.
I know that you guys wouldn't do that. Love The Bachelor, by the way. Great show. Did I mention that? Love The Bachelor. Next question. Who do you hope will be in paradise and why? They can be from the Canadian show or the U.S. I'm going to respectfully decline this question for your sake, actually, because I need to keep my game tight. So I'm not just going to give you my crush list.
Dude, I feel like if you watch this, you're like, oh, this guy's a character. He's going to crush it. Like, honestly, if you honestly watch this, you're thinking, I'm hiring this guy. He's crushing it. What the hell just happened, dude? My guy? What's going on, my guy? Yo, dude, y'all like my new wallpaper, by the way? All right, go ahead.
I'm not just going to be like, oh, I like her, and then what? I go there, I look like an idiot. I'm just going to play those cards close to the chest. I'm going to keep my game tight, and that way I can give you the best performance.
Dude, if only Amish didn't make it, like, impossible to hear, this would be a really good audition tape. I like it.
What will make you stand out in paradise? Well, one of the things you'll find if you do a little research on the Patel community is that the divorce rates are actually very low. So that's just something. That's not me saying anything about anyone. The divorce rates are still very low in the Patel community, and also a very supportive community. When the Patels find out that one of theirs is on Bachelor in Paradise, millions from around the world, they will support me, they will cheer me on. And finally, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I love the show. I think it's great for the community, and I would love to be a part of it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the island.
Wow, that's good, dude. It's good audition. Wait, did he just throw in a little quick?
I'll see you on the island. Hi, my name.
Where did he show? I saw just some like random clip of Amish. Anyway, looking fly, buddy. If you're watching this Amish right now, you look good. It's a nice thing. I'd bring you in, to be quite honest with you. Congratulations on the new show, buddy. And you know what? If you get on, we'll be supportive. I was just kidding. Yo, Marco, what's up, dude? Why are
Wagwan.
1123 1123. Yo, why are you blacked out?
Peep, I have a green screen now. Green screen me, daddy.
Okay, hang on. I don't know how to green screen people. It's my first time.
Okay, come on. You're the pro. Chroma key. Uh-huh.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No. That ain't right. Hang on. Yo, you got this crazy spill problem. Okay. All right, that's the best I can do, my guy. Yo, tell me about this. I've heard you've been slandered or something.
I blame you. I blame you for this green screen not working, Steven.
Oh, the green screen. Oh, yeah. No,
my green screen is crispy. You gotta fix your settings. Aren't you using a green screen? I mean, no, never mind. You're in the $1 Million studio. What am I saying? what am I saying?
Pay no mind to this idiot, you guys. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yo, what's up? Everyone say hello to Always Marco. You guys know him. You love him for the pyramid scheme videos.
Big up.
Yo, what's up? How you been? How you feeling?
I've been real good, man. I've been real good.
So tell me what happened, though. Tell me what happened, and while I get this thing fixed up here, because somebody said
about what?
Somebody like told me to bring you on because they said you're getting like harassed or something. Is that true?
What'd they say?
They said somebody put up a bunch of like websites about you or something stupid.
Oh yeah, okay. And you know what? I was gonna talk to you about this, but I didn't think it was important enough for it to reach your radar. I also didn't want to give this person that credit. But there's a person in the quote unquote anti-MLM community. There you go. That shit's looking proper now. It looks like we're in the same space now. There's a person in the quote unquote anti-MLM community who just instigates so much beef with other anti-MLM like crusaders, primarily women. He always goes at these anti-MLM women on Twitter and calls them all kinds of slanderous, terrible names, and is just a terrible guy. And so if I can share with you what actually the exchange was, I'll summarize it real fast. He hit me up basically being like, come on my radio show and let's talk about anti-MLM since you're a guy, you know, your platform's growing, your video's growing, blah, 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 right? I go and check out his radio show. It's not on the radio. It's just some crappy like WordPress website with terrible audio quality.
Okay, be nice. What's going on?
No, it is. It's terrible. It was terrible.
All right.
And so I go and check it out. There's no audience for it. Like that's not the only thing I'm in it for. I'm not just going to be like, oh, well, you have no audience. Like I'll work with creators smaller than myself, no problem. But there has to be some incentive. So if it's not going to be beneficial to me personally, it's got to at least be beneficial for like the cause. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Like it's got to at least help the anti-MLM.
Or you like the person, or like you're having a great time. I mean, there's
something.
Yeah, something.
And there was nothing. So I just told him what I tell everybody who I'm trying to let down easy. I said, not right now, maybe in the future. He comes back kind of pushy now. When? Next week? A month? A year? Tell me what time frame. And I just replied, and I very politely said, look, man, with all due respect, you don't seem to have any platform. The medium, you've been doing this show 5 years. The medium and the platform in which you're doing this doesn't seem to be gaining the momentum it would need to be effective. And then that's when all hell broke loose. He hit me back saying, I don't think you realize how much respect you should have for me. You're just uneducated. You're leading people down a primrose path, You have more fans, but I have more knowledge. Man, it was crazy. And this guy, it turns out, I went and found another anti-MLM creator that he'd done an interview with on her live stream. He'd said that he was in Amway for like 17 years and lost, back in the early 90s, $250,000 in Amway, which by today's money is like closer to half an M. Yeah.
Wait. Oh no. I just had a realization that I think I know who this is. Don't say who it is.
Yeah, you know who it is.
No, because
You do know.
Oh.
I promise you know, because I promise you he's hit you up. He's probably hit up everybody. He's notorious in the anti-MLM community, from what I understand. Everybody's been harassed by this guy. And so he sent that to me, and I replied to him. I said, hey, blank, first name.
Here's the thing. I talked to this guy. He was nice to me. I didn't say anything to him. I never did a show with him. He was nice.
He was nice to me too,
but he was
at first.
He talked a little bit of trash about other anti-MLM people.
Yeah, same here.
And I was kind of like, well, here's what I said. And I don't want to mention who this is, because I'm not just trying to randomly talk trash, but like, okay, relax. So I was like, you guys are the same team. Like the thing with anti-MLM is like, it's all the same team. So why not just like get along? I mean, unless somebody's doing something bad and then call them out or whatever. But it's like, yeah, if you don't like pyramid schemes and other people don't like pyramid schemes and you're making videos about it, why can't y'all get along? And I wasn't given a good answer for that.
Yeah. Yep. And you know what I found out, Steven? You know what I came to find out? He's not anti-MLM. Yeah. He's not anti-MLM. He's anti-MLM, as he says. Okay. So he's anti-MLM when done the wrong way, he says. But I actually just, while I was sitting down eating an hour ago, finished watching your full interview with Robert Fitzpatrick. I've been watching it in chunks. And I finally just finished it. Great job, by the way. Okay. And this guy talks slander about Robert Fitzpatrick because he didn't agree to do his radio show. And like, he says, I'm anti-MLM when done the wrong way. And so you know what I did? You know what the big stunt is that I did? And this is what led to him making these websites about me and sending me slanderous emails and
we're going to get to that. We got to get to that. Yeah. Okay.
So I went on... I replied to his email basically where he was saying all this, talking down to me shit. And I replied, this was my exact reply. I said, hey, his first name, let's call him Bob. Hey, Bob, go fuck yourself. And that was the last message I ever said to him in the email.
Rock and roll, dude.
Yep.
What?
Dude, this guy, I did. So check this out. So Steven, this is what's crazy. So after that, he starts relentlessly emailing me. I go on my live stream
after you
like
basically
last weekend.
You just cuss him out.
All I said was, go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
That was all I said.
Okay.
I was polite to him up until that point when he was being condescending. So I go on my live stream and I show these emails, and I'm doing research on the guy on my live stream. Like, I'm sharing the screen, I'm searching his name, like everyone can see it. And I find this interview that he did with another anti-MLM YouTuber called Savvy Writes Books. Shout out to Savvy. She's an anti-MLM creator.
Yeah, I've seen
That's
her book.
primary
I've seen her videos. She's great.
Okay, so she had an interview with this guy. So I start watching it on my live and reacting to it live. And this guy, bro, I'm not gonna, say anything that might be triggering or offensive to anyone in the audience based on what this guy said. But bro, this guy had the most, it was clear that his agenda was to just kind of like be an edgelord and not actually help the issue of anti-MLM. So I start roasting this guy on my stream, basically saying what I think about him for being in Amway for 17 years, missing out on his kids growing up because he's too busy losing $500,000. Like, I gave him the business. I let him have it, okay? And he starts jumping in my chat. He continues sending me emails. One of my goons used to work for an ethical hacking firm where they're basically paid to test the security, security integrity of a company. So this guy sent Bob a link pretending to be a young MLM acolyte asking for advice. But the link wasn't just a link. The link, what was it, Steven? What was the link secretly hidden to be, disguised to be?
I don't know.
What was it?
I don't know.
You've used this before, probably. Tell me what it was. What was the link secretly?
What? I don't know.
It was an IP logger.
Okay, yeah.
So it was a link. So when he clicks the link, it's a link. But what he doesn't see is that it sends his IP address to the other person. So from this info, we have his first, last name. We have the general area. All you have to do is whittle down people in this area.
I don't approve of this doxing. I don't approve of this.
I didn't dox. And let me be clear. I didn't dox.
Not
So I didn't do the research. One of my goons presented me this information.
Okay.
But what I found that was interesting was I was finally able to see what he looks like.
Okay.
Which is something he's hidden very carefully. His radio show is only audio. All the shows he does, he never has a picture of himself anywhere, but he talks so much shit on the internet. So I'm like, okay, this is just some like 60-year-old guy who talks smack on the internet and won't show his face or pull up on anyone. So I let him know on my stream, hey, dude, I know what you look like. And without doxing his information or his address or where he lives or anything, I showed what he looked like. And that was kind of case closed. No, but you know what's even better is he has, and this is how I found out he's not actually anti-MLM, Steven, is I made a phone call, a cold call to his partner that he co-hosts his radio show with. And it turns out that his partner's main source of income is selling people's information, selling leads, so that people can build their multi-level marketing business.
This has to be
so
a joke.
He's literally not. He's not anti-MLM.
Wait. Back up for the audience. And mostly me. This guy. His
Bob.
main thing is to get his buddy on co-host. Is to get MLM leads, is what you're telling me?
So he's this guy, Bob. We'll call him Bob.
The leads are weak. Someone said the leads are weak. That's funny, dude.
Hilarious.
That's objectively funny.
So
but by the way, you shouldn't be showing people's faces if they don't want to show their faces. You know that.
So you can say this, yes, and I know from at a glance it may seem like that. However, it's turned out there's this anti-MLM conference coming up at the end of the month. I'm not sure if you've heard about it, but okay, I'm going to it as well. And Robert Fitzpatrick's involved, and Douglas Brooks is involved, and it's a big thing. Dude, every person that I've talked to that's related to this anti-MLM conference has told me, I have interactions with Bob going back 6-7 years. He's been notoriously torturing and terrorizing people online who are doing a good thing. And it's so perplexing why this guy who claims to be like anti-MLM is doing all this hate, spewing all this hate towards anti-MLM creators. So I find out that his co-host, a very, very light Google search reveals that his co-host actually makes his bread and butter off of selling leads to people, selling people's information basically, so they can build their MLM business.
You have to send me this after the show because that's crazy if that's true.
Yes, it is.
So yeah, send it to me. That's so insane. I don't even know where to begin. So then what happened from there? Because now you're telling me now there's articles about you out there or something?
Okay, so after I found out that his main homie actually sells MLM leads, I cold called his homie pretending to be someone else, not myself. And this guy answered his phone at what was 1 a.m. his time zone and stayed on the phone with me for an hour. Mind you, I did it all on my live stream. People saw it all on my live, okay? And he reveals that Bob and himself are not anti-MLM. They're just anti-MLM when done the wrong way. And they went on to talk shit about all these anti-MLM YouTubers who they were previously being nice to, like Savvy. Saying, you know, Savvy's just so sensitive because she's a woman and she's in the LGBT community, so she's sensitive. But it's like they never said none of this to her when they were talking to her.
So, yeah, I don't want to give too much away of my conversation with Bob. But I will say I also got the sense that this guy doesn't fully... And look, it's not a purity test of like, you have to think that, you know, all a certain way. But my message to him was, you're saying you're more in line with what Always Marco, Illuminati, all these people are doing. But you're going... The majority of our conversation was just like a lot of... you know, bad talk about these people. And I'm like, no, I think they're doing a really good thing. No matter what you want to disagree with, the particulars or whatever, drama, like, I don't care. I think they're doing a good thing. What's the problem? And that was confusing to me because I also was led to believe that this is a person who he's like super anti-MLM. So what's going on?
How long ago was it that you spoke to him, by the way? Is this like years ago?
No, this is like a month ago.
Okay, interesting. So what happened after that was these dudes Bob's homie was embarrassed that at the end of my call, I revealed to him, yo, I'm the YouTuber Always Marco, and you're a moron basically for saying all this stuff that you've been saying.
Wait, he didn't know? Wait, I missed that part. He didn't know?
Dude, I called him. I literally called his homie who sells the MLM leads while we're on the call. It's all on my live stream. While we're on the call, Bob called him on the other line, and he still didn't put it together.
Dude, what? And they're saying, they're literally saying we're not anti-MLM.
Yes. He said, we're not anti-MLM. We're anti-MLM when it's done the wrong way. And I said, okay, I took it a step further. I'm in full character at this point, right? I'm like, yo, so what's an example of an MLM company that's doing it the right way? And they go, well, we can't tell you a company. We can just tell you people. I said, okay, who's a high up MLM person that's doing it the right way? And they gave me the name of this woman, Jody Bear. I Googled Jody Bear. She's in a company called Natural Living Resources or something like that. Health supplement MLM. I searched the company. The company was shut down for being a pyramid scheme.
Insane. So wait. But I brought you on because I heard you had been slandered, and I'm trying to protect my.
So now there's a bunch of my same guy who alerted me about the information about Bob and whatever. Yeah. He sent me. These guys have made 3 different websites where they're basically attempting to just like slander me. They're just like taking clips from my videos and trying to like make a mockery of them, but it's such a weak attempt, and I've been loving all of it because I've just been making more content out of it, and they have no platform to really talk bad about me where anyone's actually going to listen. So they've just been literally sending it to me directly, like emailing me being like, you suck and whatever. He messaged me saying, you know, mean stuff about my girlfriend. He sent me stuff like all public information. Like, you're not getting me by going and looking at a picture that's like publicly available on my Instagram or whatever and then saying something about it. It's like, you know.
Yeah, that's dumb. What I would tell you is like what I told him, which is like, this is so, I don't know. I mean, I'm not accusing you of starting this, because obviously you didn't, but what they seem, I don't understand why anti-MLM people are fighting each other. I guess he's not anti-MLM, which is the point. That's what you're saying, is he's not anti-MLM.
Yeah, see, here's the thing. Anybody that wants to say like, "Oh, Marco, you're going too hard," like, I see one of your mods here, Hohenheim Productions, in the chat. You, with all due respect, bro, you just don't know about the background about what happened to say, you know, this guy's living rent free in Marco's head. It's the complete opposite, because people are saying, "Oh, Marco, why'd you go so hard on this guy? You're bullying this guy, whatever." Dude, is it bullying if you bully a bully?
Yeah, yo, guys, don't be telling people his name in the chat, please. Come on. I'm not trying to get somebody. Even my live stream was my live stream on my channel, which is a fraction of the size of your channel, was more exposure than they've gotten in 5 combined years of doing their radio show. So I certainly don't want to give them the clout on here. I don't think it's about. I mean, for me, it's not about clout, I guess. I don't think he's doing it for clout. When I talked to him, I don't know. Anyways, I'm not trying to go any direction here, but my impression was he just had a perspective on MLM that I disagreed with, but I left the conversation thinking both of us can coexist, and like, because at the end of the day, I thought, oh yeah, you're still against like Amway scams, etc. So I'm like, fine. Like, it's like, I don't have a problem with you. I mean, as long as you're not bothering anybody else. But it did weird me out that he was like hating on so many people. Like, this guy's wrong about this, about this, about this. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
See, I agree with you. It's not about clout for him, because the guy has an answer for everything. Oh, when my radio show is not popping because I just don't care enough to invest in like a microphone that sounds better than a phone call audio, or whatever. I know why he's doing it. And the reason he's doing it is his partner that does the radio show with him also admitted to me on the call, which he didn't know was being broadcasted live, when he thought he was just talking to a random, young person. He even says to me, yeah, Bob is like scorned from his time in Amway, where he spent 17 years and blew through $250,000. And even Bob, during his interview with the other anti-MLM YouTuber I mentioned, he says, yeah, I regret I can't get that time back, like, with my kids. So this is like, I don't know if you've ever met someone who, like, maybe we all have like a relative, like maybe an uncle or an older cousin or something, who has this story of like, don't be like me, and they think that because they went through it and because they had like a rough go at life, that they're now more qualified than anyone else and everyone should respect their opinion. Have you ever met someone like this?
Yeah, I mean, sure. Yeah. That happens a lot.
So that's kind of what it is. And you can imagine how galvanized one might feel after losing so much time and so much money. They might feel like, you know what, now, like, I get what he's saying he's trying to do, which is like, I don't want anyone else to go through what I went through, but really he just wants people to feel bad for him. Yeah. And I don't.
Well, no, I mean, look, here's the thing. I'm like down with all the people in the space, as long as like you're like being productive towards the overall thing. This movement of anti-MLM always is just getting sidetracked the more like these personal dramas get drawn into it, because then it becomes not about like the actual thing, which is, there is what I would say, in my opinion, should be an illegal pyramid scheme being propped up everywhere in the world, and it's $1 billion industry, and people are getting wildly successful off the backs of poor, desperate people, and mostly immigrants, by the way, and they explicitly target these people. And it's like, oh yeah, that's terrible, 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 and then it's like this guy's like stirring stirring stuff up. And I'm like, yeah, why can't we just focus on what matters here?
I agree 100%.
Does anti-MLM have a lot of drama? I heard on the phone, oh yeah, there's a lot of drama. And he wasn't even talking about him. He was just talking about generally. I don't know the anti-MLM space that much. So is there a lot of drama?
I'll tell you personally, there is not.
Okay. Yeah.
The anti-MLM community is one of the most unified, supportive, like cooperative communities I've ever witnessed. Everyone agrees across the board, regardless of what their individual viewpoints and beliefs are, that MLMs are bad. Nobody seems to there's no discrepancy from one anti-MLM creator to the next about yeah, I don't like MLMs, but nobody's in the middle. Nobody's still on the fence about it. And then you got this guy who comes in and he's like, you guys don't talk about the important things. And he literally tells people what they should, air quotes, should be doing in their videos. He literally tries to advise them, which me personally, and you're a creator, you know this, you ever go to I know you've experienced this. Because every creator or musician or whatever does. You go to you're visiting your grandma or your uncle or whatever, and they're just boomers and they don't get it, and they're like, oh, your YouTube thing, you know what you should do? My dad said to me recently, you should make TikToks of you dancing because he heard.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I'm sure you've got this before.
Oh yeah.
So this is kind of what he's doing. He's coming around being like, you should talk about this aspect of why MLMs are bad. It's like, dude, let everyone do it the way they do it. We're all on the same team here. Chill out. Even I told him in my email to him before things went south, I told him yo, I super support the mission. I'm on the same team. I just don't think me doing your show is going to help that movement at all. That's all. Nothing wrong there. Move on to the next person.
I just can't believe this is all over a show appearance.
No, and that's why I have to kind of disagree with when you said oh, I don't think for him it's about clout, because who gets that mad about someone not doing their show? Bro.
But I didn't do his show, and he asked me to do it.
Well, I don't know how your guys' convo went. Did you tell him? You're more polite than I am. I told him straight up, hey, dude, all due respect, your shit's not popping. You probably didn't tell him that if I had to guess. You're a sweet angel, Steven. You're a sweet angel. You won't sell even the tiniest bit of your soul or you'll go out of your way to make people not feel sad. This guy's 60 years old. I don't give a fuck. I'll keep it real with him. Dude, your shit is whack. You have no fans. Nobody's going to hear this. No one's going to hear this show. Why am I going to do this show? No one's going to hear it. Does that make me an egomaniac? He tried to say you must only be doing YouTube for your own fame and money from YouTube. No, it just doesn't make sense for me to do your show. It only helps you. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help the cause. It's not about money. I don't need money.
Hey,
I don't need his money.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you need his money either. For me, I can't do stuff because I'm busy, man. I'm just super busy. The only reason I'm gonna do any other show, I think I've got 2 shows planned. One with you and Philip, and one with these guys Slush and Glink, and they run this other cool show. And both of them have wildly different numbers. I mean, I think you guys do really good numbers. I think Slush and Glink, I don't know that their podcast is super popular, but I just do it because I like the people. I'm dude, I'm down with these people.
Dude, you had me on the drip the first time. I had put out my ACN video, and I had emailed it to you, hoping you would see it, because everyone kept telling me, check out Coffeezilla. I'd seen your videos before. It took you a couple of months to email me back. I thought you were never going to email me back. I didn't feel mad about this. I'm dude, he's a huge creator, whatever. I get it. Philip gets emails all the time. He's got even more subs than Steven. So I understand what it's like to be in his shoes. So I get it. So when you finally did hit me up and you asked me to be on your stream, you already had a couple 100K subs. I had 13K. Now I've got 42K. Very grateful that that's happened in only a few months. And you still have 10 times almost the subscribers that I have, and you still rock with me. So you've been on my live stream when there's 60 people watching.
Let me tell you why, dude. YouTube is full of what I'll call rung climbers. They're ladder climbers. And it's like they just care, is this a bigger show than me? And that's all they care about. And then, but what I like what the connections I've been trying to make are people that I know when things go south for me, which I'm sure they will, guys. Let's be honest, okay? Nobody's perfect. I'm going to have my moment. I'm going to have my moment. Let's be real. I'm going to crack under pressure, and I'm going to let y'all have it, to be quite frank with you. I'm going to let you know what I really think. Anyways, so that's going to happen. That's going to happen. And
Come to the dark side.
I don't want, dude, I remember when, the Kurtz Gazette drama happened, my big drama in life. Dude, so many of my buddies ditched me, dude. These YouTube buddies, these so-called, guys who were my friend, dipped. And I said to myself, I'm not playing, the clout game anymore. I'm playing, the genuine connection game. And if I rock with you, I'll make a show with you. If I don't, it'll be one. I have people on. I don't know whether I like them, but it's if I like you, boom, we're doing shows. Amish, dude, he's got no following, but I made him my co-host because, dude, we have great chemistry. He's a killer. I believe, he's one of the funniest guys. So it's of course I'm gonna make a show with them, and that's my approach to content, and that's just the way I look at things.
Yeah. No, and that's I respect that so much, and that's a real noble way to do it. And by the way, in regards to this drama, I've heard you allude to it in videos before, but I actually don't know the story. What's the elevator pitch summary of this?
Elevator pitch is I was pissed off about pop science and pop science YouTubers simplifying things. Anyway, so I saw these people got stuff wrong.
What is pop science?
It's like elephant toothpaste experiment, or let me explain coronavirus in 5 minutes or whatever. Let me explain this in 2 seconds. Okay. Anyways, so it was sort of my first time really doing journalism. Long story short, I just handled this situation really poorly. And I made a big video just talking trash about this guy. Sort of going at being yeah, this guy's not legit. Whatever. And it really was not that accurate. And also, more importantly, there's just so many bigger problems in the world. And to criticize a guy who's doing genuinely pretty good things and maybe he got one thing wrong, while also I wasn't totally right about my facts, it was a swing and a miss, basically. And I apologize for it, etc. Okay. The point is that it was a hiccup. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes you take an L in life. I took an L, and that's okay. I had a guy that I was working 9 months on a collaboration with that emailed me the day it all went down and goes, Hold up. I'll never.
9 months on a single collaboration? What, were you guys having a baby? What?
No, dude, it was stupid. It was like this long thing. Okay, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
The point is that we had gone back and forth, and we were just more talking. We had kind of gotten to be friends. Email me that day. I'll never talk to you again. Don't bother contacting me. I was dude, I thought we were buds.
Man.
I thought we were buds. And
so he was just trying to ladder climb.
The second that I'm not popping, as you say, it's I'm dirt to this guy. So I said, look, I'm not playing your game. I'm not going to play this game of hey, I'm going to go try. Who's the guy above me? I'm going to go become friend. Dude, I just think that's a bad way. It's a good way to go up first, but it's a bad long term. You will meet the people that you'll meet the same type of person as you, and you'll meet ladder climbers. And when you go down, they're not there anymore. They're going to be gone because you know a bunch of ladder climbers.
Yeah. Hey, first off, Pocket Watching with JT, thank you for the dono. Somebody just sent me your video that you made. This guy just made a reaction video to my I Am Academy video an hour ago. He uploaded it. I've watched 5 minutes of it. I'm going to keep watching it, but thank you for making that video, man. I really appreciate that, and thank you for the dono. But, Steven, let me tell you something, a point about this ladder climbing aspect, okay? So before I started my YouTube channel, I
want everyone to know real quick. Sorry. Marco's a real one, just so everyone knows. I know he's going after, Bob because he's not popping, but I know Marco and he's a real one, man. He stands by his friends. So the reason that I'm talking about Marco this way is because no matter what he says, he's a real guy. He stands by his buddies. That's what I like about you. That's what I like about Philip. Y'all aren't about the whole I'll only care about you as long as you're smaller than me or whatever, or bigger than me, whatever.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And it's true. So before I started my YouTube channel, Philip had a meteoric, unlike anything I've ever seen, rise on his YouTube channel, going from literally 2,000 subscribers to like a few 100,000 subscribers in literally a month. Like, it was unlike anything I've ever seen. So very quickly, I was right there next to him when it was happening. Literally on his birthday is when his video went viral, and we were at the Drake concert and whatever. This is before I even started my channel. So I know what it's like. I was sitting right there when those emails are being sent to him and those DMs are being sent to him. Hey bro, we gotta link up and we gotta da-da-da-da. Or like people that we hadn't talked to in years in like the music scene in our city were hitting him up like, yo bro, we gotta blah, blah. You know what I mean? So how do I say this, man? Like, me and Philip has done this in a video before. People are always, and you get this too, people are always hitting you up, we should collab. I actually, when people say this, they're doing it because they don't expect a response. So I always, just as a gag for myself, I love to go, okay, what we doing?
Yeah.
People will DM me, people with like 100 followers will DM me and be like, yo, we got to do a video together. I saw you're infiltrating a pyramid scheme series. Let's do one together. I was thinking of doing the same thing. I'm like, okay, how? And it's always the same thing. Oh, I actually didn't think you would respond. I actually don't know. Or, hey, can you come be on my podcast? Okay, what's it called? Where can I check it out? This happened to me 2 days ago. Oh, actually, it's not out yet. I just recorded the first episode with my friend. I think it's going to be out soon, but like I thought I could interview you. Okay, so there's no reason for me to do it is what you're telling me.
Yo, these people would do a lot better by having a plan for, like, you got to bring the creator content if you want them to like go, right, and do it. But number two,
yeah,
you also like try to find a way to at least talk to them, have a conversation with them before you go, hey, do something that benefits just me. You need to build that rapport, man, because how do people know if they're going to like you, whatever, if you don't build the rapport first? Sorry, I wanted to put a Drake in the background, dude. See how they're just vibing and Philip's just blowing up, huh?
So literally, dude, it was his birthday. This is 3 years ago. I bought both of us tickets to see Drake. I bought, as a birthday gift to him, I bought us Drake tickets.
Nice.
So that we could go to see Drake, because we both love Drake.
Yeah.
And it was on his birthday. He had been doing YouTube videos. He'd done a few already. The morning of that concert, so the morning of his birthday, he uploaded his video to r/videos on Reddit. And later I was at the mall with my girlfriend at the time. And he calls me and he's like, bro, my video is number 10 top on r/videos today. I'm like, oh, crazy. Like, you're going to get thousands of views. 20 minutes later, he calls me again. I'm number 6. Oh my God, damn. 20 minutes later, I'm number 4. I was like, dude, you're going to go number 1. He goes number 1. The video goes bonkers. After that, one of those viral content pages on Facebook, like, Lad Bible or whatever they're called, posted his video. It's like 20 million views on there. Then the YouTube algorithm picks it up. Everyone and their mom saw this video. Like, literally, FaZe Rug made a video, shouted out Philip because a bunch of creators started doing the same concept, the eating at the worst reviewed restaurant. And it was insane. So while we're there at the Drake concert, by that night, he was gaining like thousands of subs. Unlike anything we'd ever seen. So we're sitting there at the Drake concert. Bro, this guy's head is exploding. It's his 22nd or 21st birthday, okay? Yeah. He's at the Drake concert, seeing Drake for the first time. Right in front of us, Drake doing like, started from the bottom, now we're here. And he's refreshing his phone. It's like another 1,000. It was, bro, the guy didn't sleep for 2 days. So anyways, what's the point of this story? Basically, we were boys before this. We're boys after this. It's whatever. And also, let me say something. Let me address something you said too, where you said I'm gonna have my day. I'm gonna fall off, whatever. Let me tell you something, Steven. You are what people refer to as lawful good, and I am what people have referred to as chaotic good. Okay. And I gotta tell you, I actually don't think, like, short of me doing anything that's actually like illegal or like wrong, I can't be canceled for something I say. And I know you think I might be testing God by saying this, but I have this I have this saying, right? And it goes, if they expect it, they accept it.
It's facts.
So
I told you this is facts. This is true.
So, like, by me always just being unhinged and doing the expected like crazy thing, I don't have no filter. I know that. I'm not about to be one of these YouTubers that gets on here and tries to be like all PC. I know that's not me. Yeah. I'm only just gonna slip up eventually if I do that. So instead, I lean all the way into who I am, and that way nobody can be like, this is out of character for you. This isn't like you.
I respect it. It's
you
great.
know,
it's great. I think it's cool, and it's also. It's not a strategy. It's just who you are, which is good. I mean, that's the best thing is like you rip and dip. You are the rip and dip. I mean, in a kind of way, like that's what you do.
Listen, if Chris Evans went on Twitter and posted a tweet that was like, man, black people are crazy, everyone would be like, no, not okay. But if a comedian, someone like if Tony Hinchcliffe went on Twitter and went, man, black people are crazy, everybody would be like, Tony, you're crazy, Tony. That's all Tony being a comedian. Yeah. They said the same thing, but the context is everything. One of them is this like America's sweetheart, you know, PC guy. Tony Hinchcliffe is Tony Hinchcliffe. He's a comedian. He says racy stuff. Yeah. So it's all, I mean, you know.
It's true. No, I don't think it's a problem. I think you're going to be fine. I never say I won't get canceled. I always say I will because I know, listen, everyone has their day. And like, dude, people get, I saw this one girl, Lindsay Ellis, get canceled for like Avatar, like hating like a movie. I don't even know if she hated it. I think she just said like, no. Literally, the tweet was something like, Raya the Last Dragon is a lot like Avatar the Last Airbender. Which, by the way, if you look at the two trailers, is sort of objectively true. I mean, and it's like it's sort of like a joke, right? Canceled, like done. And my point.
What do you mean? Who canceled her though?
Left-wing Twitter. I mean, of course, right?
Okay. Why did she say something political in regards to it?
No, that was it. And they're like, "You hate Asian," and you know that's obviously not true. But my point is, I'm not bringing this up for her specifically. It's my point is that if. And she's a way bigger creator than me. If somebody like that can get canceled for something so silly, of course I'm going to get canceled. So I look at it. I don't look at it as something to be, you know, like I don't live my life in like fear of it. I'm just like, yeah, it's probably going to happen because it happens to everyone. And I know myself. Hopefully my fans know enough about me to give me the benefit of the doubt. And hopefully my friends know enough about me to also give me the benefit of the doubt to know that like whatever I did, I probably didn't mean it the way it was all said. And then it's like, that's it. You're done. And that's all you can do. Yeah. Dude, they're canceling Mr. Beast, man. That guy is the most positive man on the platform.
For what?
He said the F slur, like, you know, 3 years, 6 years ago or something like that.
Man,
or he
to
said,
be honest.
He said the R word.
Listen. It's the fewest voices. What's louder, 1,000 voices saying nothing or 3 voices shouting? It makes it seem like the world is mad because a small group of people put in all caps on Twitter that they were mad. No one actually cares. I experience this all the time. There's so many people in my city where I did these infiltrating a pyramid scheme videos that are involved in these MLMs that hate me, right? World Financial Group. These people hate me. Every time I go out, every time I go somewhere, people tell me, hey, I saw your WFG video. So I have to assume that someone who's in WFG who hates me has also seen me in public, right? Based on all the times I've been seen in public by people that praise me for those videos.
Yeah.
Only the people that talk shit on the internet will never say it to you in real life. It only lives on the internet, the hate. The hate doesn't exist in real life from my experience and from what I've heard from other people. I've been with Philip. Every time me and Philip go somewhere, Philip's recognized. I know for a fact. What up, Philip? Every time Philip leaves the house, someone recognizes him. I know for a fact not one person has ever gone up to him and go, "You're Philip Solo? You suck." It's never happened. It's only in this echo chamber of Twitter behind a keyboard.
And it's, to be honest, like a lot of those like, you know, hate subreddits and stuff like that, I think they more do it because they find it funny. Like, and sometimes it is funny.
Sure.
Like sometimes that stuff's funny, but it's like, yeah, I mean, it's just the internet, man.
But it's funny in the way that like swatting someone's house is funny.
No,
like, it's not funny.
No, it's not. It's
not funny. It's not funny.
It's not
That's what I mean.
life-threatening. It's not. You know. Like,
it is life-threatening. You're destroying someone's whole livelihood and character and assassinating their character. When you cancel someone as a meme.
Okay, yeah, that's true. No,
it's totally life-threatening.
I was thinking specifically of there's this one subreddit that I follow that I selfishly indulge in a little bit. Have you heard of the fighter and the kid?
Of course, yeah.
Dude, they have a hate subreddit. And I don't even mind those guys. I don't even mind. Like, I like them. I like the guys in the show.
It's all Brendan Schaub. Everyone's saying Brendan Schaub.
The guys on Reddit are funnier than the comedians.
Yeah.
And like, I just like read, and I'm laughing. So I'm like, I have tears in my eyes watching some of this stuff.
No,
and
it's funny.
And I'm like, okay, that's so funny. I want these guys to have jobs, but it's so funny.
So, dude, the fans of that show have their own subculture, which is literally just about hating on Brendan Schaub, saying he's gay, saying he has Down syndrome, whatever.
You know about this.
Of course.
Yeah, dude. There's like some cats. Any cats in the chat? Yo, Philip Solo TV, dude. Facts. Lucky enough, I would never say anything negative to my face in real life, but get hate comments every day. Dude, why, dude? You're a great dude. Yo, if y'all know Marco, he's the realest. All right, what's up?
Sorry, Garden Seed Store. It's my channel is always Marco TV, but always Marco, I guess. But go ahead, Steven. Sorry,
I had it up, boys. Always Marco.
Oh, sorry, y'all. Sorry.
It's in broad daylight, people. Yo, if we're not gonna do a podcast with Philip Solo, it's not perfect enough for the champion, dude. We need the 4K for him. You want to come on the show right now, Philip? You come on the show, baby.
Pull up, Philip. I know, Philip. I know you've got your green screen set up. I know you're ready.
Yo,
I know you're ready.
Now too? Everyone's got green screens.
Bro, this guy's had a green screen before me. I was so hurt.
Yeah, dude.
But I thought I actually didn't even want to give no attention to that. Like I already buried that Bob guy on my live stream. I thought you were summoning me to this live because you wanted to talk about my pyramid scheme video getting reinstated. It got put back up. Look there on my channel. It's back.
Yo, dude, look at this watch time. Everybody talks about it, but no one be about it. That's an 100% watch, baby. Yo.
Yeah, dude. So that video. So I think I don't know if you watched them, but I sent you the links. You asked me to send you the links to those debates I did with the members of the MLMs. Yeah. Both of those people I debated are out. So the main guy in my video, Fidel, who's like in I Am Academy, the one who literally got my video
he's done.
Taken down, he's out. And now when you hit me up to join, I was editing our convo for part 2. Now he's teamed up with me to help take down the MLM.
Wow, dude.
It's never happened.
Incredible. By the way, did we get this Alex Taylor super chat? $20. Coffee table.
Thank you, Alex.
Dude, appreciate it, man. Yo, Philip's been... Oh, no, he did respond. I'm crashing. I'll come on this weekend. We're not doing a podcast this weekend. But don't worry. We will find a time, Philip. I'm going to hunt you down. I know we're going to do something together eventually. We're going to make it happen.
Steven, do you normally go on live at nighttime like this?
We just changed it. We're doing a night show now. It's easier for me because I like to work in the day on my show. And then and then at night... For me, I just get like a couple beers and then I just vibe with the boys.
Respect, dude. I love the nighttime streams. Like I've been doing nighttime since on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday since I started my channel. What days do you do?
We just do Thursdays over here.
Okay, good. Because you didn't want to step on my toes, of course.
Right.
Because we would have had a problem.
Yes, if we're competing for views,
respect.
Never. By the way, I wouldn't dare compete with the kind of show and production value you've got going on over there, dude. I've seen the Krusty Krab, and I know it's next level entertainment. I couldn't ever compare.
Oh man,
night show is better. I agree, dude. Well, for the people who like it, and I like watching night live streams too. I don't usually watch live streams in the day. Night streams are my jam. You're like kind of winding down. You're chilling. Everything in the day is done. You get to just I don't know, vibe.
Yeah, dude. The nighttime ones are fun for me because I have more to talk about. Like the day already happened, so I have stuff in the day where I'm like, oh, I got to talk about this on stream tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's good. It's refreshing and it's rewarding after you've done like a full day being productive. Like today was, I wish I had streamed. Well, I am streaming today, and today was perfect because I was super productive today. I'm editing this video, which I'm super excited about. It's going to be the best one yet, which I say about everyone, but it's true. And now here I am talking to you about it, and you're asking me about the drama that happened on my live stream, and you know, I'm telling you about this.
I gotta support my boy, dude.
Stories. Nah, I appreciate it for real, man. You're a real one, and I'm glad that you had that experience where
it was
the dude
humbling.
that you were chilling with.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, dude, if somebody like that, because you got a little bit of backlash on the internet for a little moment in time, if they're gonna say I'm never talking to you again, fuck them. And where is that person now?
Yeah, they were never a homie.
Do I know them?
With.
Are they a big YouTuber? Do I know them?
No, I don't want to talk bad about him. I think he had personal problems later, so I don't want to.
No, fuck him.
But like,
no, fuck him.
Yeah, he, you know, it was a good lesson though. It's a good lesson because I think a lot of people get that. You know, you have like comedians who get that. They're all on each other's podcasts, right? And then one of them gets canceled. And then it's like,
man,
they never talk to him. They go, hey, great guy, never met him. You ever heard that saying? Great guy, never met him?
Yeah.
It's like,
listen, I didn't watch the full. I know that you and Amish talked about the Chris D'Elia thing on your show. By the way, Amish left because he had an audition. And how did I come into the conversation? How did you end up calling me? What was that about?
Somebody had put on on chat, he goes, hey, Marco got like harassed and whatever. You need to like,
okay.
So I was like, my boy's under attack. I got to call him and see if he can come on and explain. And so then Amish had to leave because he told me he had to go to bed. And so I was like, well, I'm just going to bring Marco on because we had another great guest on. And I was like, yeah, dude, let's have him on. So you're kind of like you took over the shift for our boy.
Avengers Assemble, bro.
Yeah.
They're taking our jobs. But anyways, I saw. No, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
No, please go. I'm gonna talk.
I saw you and Amish talk. I saw the thumbnail in the title. You and Amish had talked about the Chris D'Elia thing. Did you talk about that angle of it? About how his friends in the comedy game, like, all just turned their back on him? I thought that was the most low. I thought that was the wackish shit.
Well, here's the thing, right? Because from the outside, it's hard because I find like the things reprehensible because I don't know Chris, right? So what you have to, my assumption is either Chris is like this terrible guy, but if I knew him and I knew that he wasn't that type of guy, like these guys before, they all chilled with him and like they were like, yeah, he's a great guy, and then he gets canceled and then like none of them stick up for him besides like, when it's safe or whatever. You can just tell they're all scared. And
dude, exactly, it's all it is. Cancel culture is, for
fear.
The most part, it's mostly fear mongering. There are times when it's warranted, but those times we don't need to rally to cancel someone. We didn't need to rally to cancel Harvey Weinstein. Nobody was like, yeah, stand up for Harvey. Everyone was unanimous. Yeah, fuck Harvey Weinstein. When it comes to people like Chris, we know it's all about fear because people are like, oh, we're not rocking with this guy anymore, and I might get doxxed or I might get in trouble if I say stand up for them. Okay, it's just easier to not. Maybe it'll be like my little secret guilty pleasure. Dude, look at Chris's channel right now. His podcasts are back to full strength. No one's in the comments hating. All his fans are like, thanks, Chris, you're back. Instagram, he's popping just as hard as ever.
Well,
he got taken out of a couple,
I find it hard to like support him. I've always said I think his podcasts are hilarious. I think his comedy specials are garbage. But I've always liked him, and but the problem is he's got these serious accusations against him, and until they come out, as someone who knows nothing about this man, I can't look at this from the LA Times, a fairly reputable paper. I mean, it's like sort of like the equivalent of the New York Times in LA. And I can't look at this and say, okay, cool, I'm fine. I'm not fine. But I'm
not fine with it either.
But I don't know Chris. And it's like all these comedians and all these podcasts, all boys, they all go to the Comedy Store together. They all chill together. Either you kind of knew he was the dirtbag, or if you knew he wouldn't, because he's maintaining that he's innocent, right? He's like saying like, oh, it was all legal, consensual, whatever. So in that case, why are you dipping? Right? Like that's the part.
Innocent until proven guilty. Literally, how could one take those words that I just said and say, oh, so you don't believe that, so you this and that, so you don't read that headline and go, oh, cancel. No, I'm sorry, I don't, because as someone who's now a creator, air quotes, I see how easy it is, and I wouldn't want something fake to come out about me. Again, not saying it's fake or real in Chris's situation. I wouldn't want something fake, some fake accusation to come out about me, and then people go, look at this terrible thing he's being accused of. Fuck him. I wouldn't want that.
Bro, you remember I went through that with Swag Academy. Dude jumped like these massive things about it, they're total lies, and I was like, oh, well, I guess anyone can say anything about anyone now, and it's like, I mean, obviously, I just like immediately disproved it with literal facts and like he apologized, whatever. But it does get to that point where you're just like, oh, it's just one crazy person who hates me that like they could say anything. Like some random girl could come out and be like, I've literally had my high school sweetheart, married my high school sweetheart, but some lady still could come out about me and say, hey, whatever, this and this, it's all lies, never met her. And it's like people go, oh, well, we're going to dump on this guy. So I do get that. I do get that side of it.
It would be so easy for someone to be like, this guy, Coffeezilla, who's been married to his high school sweetheart for years. Of course it would be him who's secretly a predator. Because look at all the serial killers in history. All of them were family men, and you would never expect it. It's always the one you least expect. Like, you could literally spin any narrative you want. That's why I've said countless times on my live stream, hey, dude, if something comes out about me and you want to cancel me, just go. Just go. I'm not gonna sit here fighting about it. If it comes out and I tell you it wasn't true, it wasn't true. If you believe me, respect. Thank you for supporting me. If you don't, you don't. Listen, you don't owe me nothing. I don't owe you nothing.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good, baby. Yo, cancel me, baby.
As much fun as talking about cancel culture is on a podcast, I know that's never been done in history before, but I do like to get.
At least we're not both
sometimes.
White guys, you know.
That's true. We only both look white. We're both. You're of Hispanic descent, no?
I'm Lebanese, dude.
My bad, Lebanese. I'm Cuban. So yeah, dude, we got that ethnicity in here.
Respect. Do you think I look white enough that I could play Batman one day? Because that's kind of my thing. Like, if I shaved the beard, do I still look too like Arab feature-wise? You feel me? Damn, eh? It's like that.
No, dude, here's the thing. Look, I couldn't play Batman either. You need that jaw, dude. You need that, like...
When I shave the beard, bro, trust me, I'm going to suck my cheeks in a little.
Yeah.
Trust me, dude.
Do you think you got that Batman? Is that your dream? Play Batman?
Let me get jacked up. Yeah, that's my dream.
So the new thing is like, dude, TV's dying, movies are dying. Like, just go make your own Batman movie. Make it tight and people watch.
I'm gonna.
Look, dude, Dogecoin is dumping. That's what I wanted to say, though. Because we started this show, Dogecoin was to the moon. I was telling people, look, you get in here, you're going to lose your money, bud. Like, it's a huge... It's ridiculous, man. I've been getting really into crypto lately. So many Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes on Ponzi schemes on Ponzi schemes. It's insane.
I watched your OneCoin. Was it OneCoin or what's the new one? The one where it's like the BitClout.
BitClout, bro. So ridiculous. I found out more about these guys. Let me take you through this real quick. This is nuts.
When you're done, I have a hot take about crypto when you're done.
Really? Okay, dude.
Yeah.
All right, so take a guy like Elon Musk, right?
Let me get out of the way. Let me move out of the way of the...
No, you're fine. No, you're not in the way. You're not in the way. Don't worry. Okay, so there's allegedly $8 million locked up in this guy. Now, that's a huge incentive for Elon Musk to join the platform. But the problem is, of course, the money is, you can't exchange it for real money. But then he's got these 43 coins. Now, where did these 43 coins come from? And the talent fund. Wow, he invested $700,000 or $600,000. There's this guy, Arts. He invested a bunch. Then there's a bunch of anonymous accounts that invested a bunch. Okay, so I ended up deep diving what's called the Creator Pre-Mine. Okay, have you heard of this?
Nope.
This is something in crypto that's highly controversial. Well, it's fairly controversial. A lot of people still do it, but basically it's where before the Bitcoin or whatever your new crypto project is released, they take the founders, developers, everyone takes a huge chunk of the currency for themselves for free. before it gets released to the public for money. Okay, so it's called a pre-mine.
Okay. It's like an IPO.
No, it's like let's say I want to launch Coffeezilla bucks. I print 1 billion Coffeezilla bucks and give it to myself, and then I tell you all, the public, that each one costs 10 cents. Okay, so I have 1 billion Zilla bucks for free. Okay, so what these guys did is before they launched their platform, they had what is called the Genesis block, which is the pre-mine, and they gave themselves a bunch of rewards. And Marco, let's talk about here. Let me show you this. So I dug into all the accounts and I literally crowdsourced all of these guys and I linked them to all their real accounts because they're just anonymous public keys. So for example, Chamath, he pre-mined 887,000 BitClout. Okay. That's worth, according to the BitClout value, $15 million. Okay, to start off. If he could sell it from the platform, which he cannot. Why is this important? So you see this guy, the Talent Fund here? And remember this name, Arts. Remember these two guys, Talent Fund and Arts. When you look at the top holders of Elon Musk token, Talent Fund, and of course, who else are you going to see? Whenever it loads, you're going to see Arts right here. Meaning,
so what does this mean? What does this mean?
These guys pre-mined a bunch of coins free for themselves, then sold it to a bunch of regular people because they're legit investors or whatever. And then, so they hyperinflated this guy's token, Elon Musk. Elon Musk is incentivized to come on the show now, even though his crypto value, his coin value, is inflated by fairy dust coins that don't exist. The coins that Elon Musk holds are not real coins. They got minted for him in the pre-mine. This was given to him before the platform ever launched. And it's because they just want to basically incentivize this to come on. Why? So that you can think real money's getting spent on the site. When you see this $8 million market cap, you think, wow, tons of money's getting spent. No, it's a bunch of coins that were mined beforehand. It's all dust. So imagine I tell you, hey, this thing, people paid $8 million for it. And you go, oh, wow, maybe that's worth me paying in for it too, investing in these creators. It was all fake money, or a bunch of it was. A bunch of it is pre-mined stuff. It's all a big like, hey, try to get legit people to pressure them in so that they'll join the platform, legitimize it. That way, all the founders can cash out.
I see. I mean, it sounds like somebody's going to jail.
No, I don't think so, dude. Everybody gets away with this stuff. Crypto is such a... Like, here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. I saw this, and I was like, yeah, this is crazy. And everyone's like, no, this is just crypto. Like, it's just like a lot of projects are like this. So shady. I'm not saying it's not shady, but the response I got from people, I was expecting everyone to freak out and go like, whoa, dude, this is nuts. Everyone goes, no, this is like... It's crazy because crypto people don't seem to mind. I mean, like a lot of crypto people I talked about, they go... Well, as long as like someone gets in after me and like basically I'm not the greater fool, I'm fine. As long as I can get my money out, I don't care that it's a Ponzi scheme. And my reaction to them is like, no, that's how you get an MLM. Like that's what an MLM is I'm okay with screwing over people below me because they were in after me. And that's how I make my money. I know the whole project's a scam, but I'm going to get in because as long as I get some other idiot, like, and that's what I think super unethical. That's the pyramid Ponzi element of it. Of course. No, Elon is not buying these coins, guys. He has not joined the platform. And here's the scumbag thing. They make it look like he has. Elon, he hasn't. He could hate this platform. We have no idea. It says he owns coins that he does not own. He's not asked to own. They gave him $3 million for free, but the $3 million doesn't exist. It's just fairy dust money. It's just BitClout. What's BitClout worth? Nothing.
Well, okay, so this is kind of where this is a perfect jump off point to talk about my hot take on crypto.
Give me your hot take.
The value on anything is perceived. What makes something valuable is if we say, yeah, that's valuable.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously this is the entire premise behind the whole GameStop thing, behind all crypto, Doge, like, okay, it's a meme. Let's say it has value and therefore it does, right?
Right.
Now, in the history of my life and in the history of history, by the time you've heard about some great investment that can make you money, it's probably too late. Now, it is possible that, and I believe that we're living in a pretty revolutionary time in regards to like crypto, okay? And a lot of people are making a lot of money on paper for sure. However, I've not invested in crypto, and I don't feel good about the idea of investing in the major cryptos, because although I see Philip and close friends of mine showing me, oh yeah, I put $600 in, it's already at 1,000, whatever.
Yeah.
The same way that I would have to assess my financial situation and decide whether a mutual fund or a Roth IRA or a 401k was worth me investing in, even though I thought it was safe. If I didn't feel comfortable losing $1,000 somewhere at the casino, in crypto, in stocks, whatever it was, I wouldn't invest it. And at this point, I'm not comfortable risking something like that, especially something like crypto, where it's not, your money's not guaranteed by any sort of financial institution or bank. It very much is just a gamble. So pair this with the fact that any time in my life that I've heard about something being a good bet, it was already too late. Maybe I'm just being sheepish and scared, but I've not invested. I think, when everyone's telling me buy Bitcoin, when everyone and their mom is saying buy Bitcoin, I just feel like I'm not going to buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, I get that. And look, the market's a bubble. It's going to pop. I think crypto has a place. I don't think all of it's a Ponzi. I think there are a ton of Ponzi schemes. But basically, the interesting thing about currencies is it's either a Ponzi scheme or it's a currency. Like that's the weird. Like in a dollar, you technically you buy in, but it has to have something real backing it. There has to be some use case. But because the market's so speculative right now, it's hard to identify, is this gonna have a real use case? Like some things have coins that may seem to have a use case, but they don't, and then actually not. Where you get into the Ponzi elements is where they start promising you a bunch of hype, a bunch of money. But what's weird is a lot of cryptos that may have real use cases also get caught in the we're going to make you tons of money. And that's like can get into the Ponzi element of like people get into Bitcoin thinking they're going to double their money. Maybe they do, but will they forever? No.
Yeah. And it could drop too.
Well, yeah. And the real value of something is just on its actual utility. Like, will people actually use it? And what will they use it for? So take, for example, this thing, like just to give you another example about how this BitClout pre-mine worked. And again, guys, this is not, I'm not saying all pre-mines are bad or anything like that. What I'm saying is they use the pre-mine as a way to fake the real value of their company, to make it look like people are more valuable than they are. So this guy, Diamond Hands, is the creator. He's got 1.18 million held by this guy, Who Am I? Now, did that guy pay 1.18 million? You would think so. But when you actually look at him, nope. He's given a bunch of BitClout right down here.
How'd you find this info?
I had to dig it up myself. I created this spreadsheet.
You dug it up? Yeah, but I get that. But what do you mean you dug it up?
You look
Where
at the BitClout first zero block on the Bitcoin Explorer, BitClout Explorer, excuse me. You take all those things, you throw them in a spreadsheet. Now you have the public addresses and their BitClout, how much they got. Then you go from there and you cross-reference that with BitClout Pulse to see if those people who got crypto have themselves an ID. And then
why wouldn't they hide
the value.
this?
Well, a lot of them did.
Why wouldn't they hide that?
So this is a very small ratio. The bigger accounts. So here's the crazy thing. They said, and this is wild, they said the pre-mine was for 2 million BitClout. Okay? So this is what they said, the 2 million was for investors, right? Okay. This is the crazy thing. This is the rabbit hole. So the whole key of a pre-mine is it shouldn't be a significant amount of the real currency because you don't want to dilute everyone else, right? If you own 50% of a currency, that's a scam, right? But it could make sense if you're a developer, you want to get paid, so you give yourself like 5% of the total tokens or something like that. Like they're reasonable numbers. So they said 2 million, which is like, I don't know, 10% of the value. Okay. The true pre-mine, the real pre-mine, I looked it up. 8 million. That is 42% of the total BitClout that will ever exist was printed before anyone had access to the website.
So how are they pushing bars?
And no one knows where it's going, by the way. And no one knows who owns it because it's anonymous addresses. And everyone thinks that this thing is not shady. It's crazy.
So who's the main person that's putting marketability behind this? Do they have a celebrity endorsing it? Who's popularizing this?
So it's just the fact, like, greedy creators are popularizing this.
Okay, got
and successful investors who have gotten basically a ton of BitClout given to them, like Chamath, who mentioned it on his podcast. Look, the thing about Chamath, I have a lot of respect for him. A lot of his stuff is great. I don't know that he knew that this was a scam. I don't know what he knew. So I'm not like trying to indict him or something. What I can tell you though for a fact is people rushed in looking for easy money. And what I don't like about this is they're handing all the risk to you and you who are investing in BitClout. You're not investing, but like if you are, they're handing it to the everyday people. So it used to be that when you started a company, who takes the risk early on of a company? Let's say Marco starts a company. Who's taking the risk?
Big Marco.
Yes. When now in these crypto things, who's taking the risk if BitClout fails? If you already, as soon as these people cash out, which is the second that a secondary market starts up and you can sell this for Bitcoin, all the risk has been transferred off of the backs of the founders to the everyday people before the platform has proved itself. So instead of waiting for an IPO, they just sell off their currency real quick. And look, it's supposed to be like a Twitter. So this thing could completely flop, and all these guys have already cashed out with the bag, and they've never had to prove anything about their site. So it's reversed the economic incentive, because it used to be you had to take all the risk and prove that your thing was worth something. This is worth $1 billion, allegedly. People were saying it's worth $1 billion. It launched like I think last month. It's worth $1 billion.
How is this not illegal, bro? How's that not illegal?
What? It's not illegal to be worth a lot of money.
But to like dump, isn't that just a pump and dump to inflate the value of something and then cash out?
No, they're not explicitly. You would say they're not explicitly pumping with the intention to dump. They're going to say we see the long-term use in it, and it's not our fault if the project fails. What I'm saying is that they've leveraged the risk all against you to make it so that you lose. Anybody who's buying BitClout for $178 when they pre-mined 8 million BitClout already, they pre-mined billions of dollars, and you're going to pay market price? Are you stupid? And that's what makes me laugh. It's like all these people get in because they're greedy and they see that their market value is a lot, but their market value is only that from a pre-mine. It's so dumb, dude. This thing really pisses me off. I got a whole video coming out about it.
I'm glad that you were the one to say the words that I was scared to say when I was giving my take on crypto. You used the words, it's a bubble. I didn't want to say it's a bubble, but I thank you for saying it because I agree. And I know that the dollar isn't technically real, money's not real, whatever. But at the bank, if there's some fraud that's committed, my money is insured at least, and the bank will reimburse me for that money.
Yeah. Well, that's a great point. Like, people don't realize how risky crypto is. There have been tons of hacks, and people get mad at me when I say that. They go, stop discouraging people from crypto. No, anytime you can't tell people the real risks, you are in a bubble and you're in some kind of a weird ideology. There's like people like they're excited about Bitcoin, which I think is great. It is exciting, but you've also got to understand. It's like you got to be realistic. You got to understand what's going on. People are saying if a pre-mine can't be sold, what if it's locked and vested over a 6-year period? Then and their pre-mine will be worthless if not successful. Nothing wrong then, right? Look. I don't have any problem with pre-mines in theory. What I'm saying is that this platform, they've been opaque and lied the entire time. They've stolen creators' identity. And look, you've got to judge a project by how transparent and honest it is. And it's like, this project, I like the idea, like a decentralized Twitter. I hate Twitter. They're kicking a bunch of people off. So I don't like that. I don't vibe with that. But then you look at the creators and what the founders are doing, and I'm like, oh yeah, if you get in with the scam, you're going to get scammed, and these people have scammy behavior, so don't get involved with them. Like, what's the deal?
Great points. Points were made. We live in a society, bro.
Yo. That's some crypto talk, though. I've been like living and breathing crypto. I'm like learning all about this blockchain. Yo, let me tell you what's interesting about the blockchain. Previously, it was very hard to discover fraud and very hard to understand what's going on. With the blockchain, it's still super hard because you have to know where in the block the crime sort of occurred. But forensically, it's very interesting because tools will be developed to quickly sift through incredibly large blockchains like Bitcoin and stuff. And they're already being developed. Now, the brilliant thing about blockchain is it's all public. So I could go to BitClout's thing and see what they've done since they started it and understand where the money, who the money go to and why. And I can ask those questions. Previously, the fraud was just, you'd never hear about it and you'd never know about it. Now, what I do like is that it's public. You may not want to look for it, but it's there.
I love you, bro. Now that Jay Mazzini's in jail, you're like, who next? Who's next?
No, dude. No.
I love it. I
ain't trying to. Hey, look, that was a one-off, dude. There's nobody. Don't worry, guys. Don't worry.
I think you contributed certainly to the awareness around Jay Mazzini and his. I mean, who knows? Maybe he wouldn't. Maybe he would be on the streets still if it weren't for you. Who knows?
Thanks, man. Yeah, I can't say too much. Let me
say one more thing about the crypto stock, any sort of investment really, whether it's crypto, whether it's stocks, whatever. Warren Buffett has a great quote that goes, the function of the stock market is to transfer money from impatient people. It's to transfer the money from the pockets of the impatient to the patient.
Yo,
from the pockets of the impatient to the pockets of the patient.
Yo, I vibe with Warren Buffett and I love Warren Buffett. But then again, Dogecoin has outperformed every asset class by about a factor of 10 this year.
So
who's stupid now, Marco?
I'm 4,000%. As someone in the chat said, if you don't feel safe making if you don't feel comfortable, like if you wouldn't feel comfortable losing the amount that you're looking to invest, don't invest it.
Yeah.
So I'm not at a point where, it wouldn't matter to me whether it was a crypto or a stock or a company. If somebody's telling me, oh yeah, but bro, it's rising, you got to get in now, if I didn't feel comfortable losing X amount, I wouldn't invest in it. It doesn't make a difference to me. I don't care. I think what people need to be more focused on, especially when you consider this Warren Buffett quote about impatient people and patient people. I've seen so many impatient people just eating up Bitcoin and Dogecoin and all the cryptos, and sure, they're making money on paper, but are these people doing tried and true financial practices like paying off their debts, paying off their credit card, paying off their vehicle, paying off their mortgages? No, they're trying to fucking cut corners. And I don't know, I'm paranoid about it, I guess.
You should be suspicious of anyone trying to cut corners, to be clear.
Yeah, and I don't listen. I'm not the type of person who claims to know about stuff that I don't know about, or like make decisions that are uninformed, especially financial ones. Mm-hmm. So I don't know enough about crypto. As you've said, it's a very volatile market. It's very risky. I know for a fact that Forex is not an easy thing to understand or be, especially if you're like a day trader. I'm the first to admit, I don't know shit about crypto. I don't know anything about Bitcoin. Why would I put my money in something that I don't get? I don't understand it. So why would I do it?
No, I mean, you're right, man. And don't listen, dude, because it's a cult that I'm in with these crypto guys. These crypto guys, I'm talking to you. Y'all are a cult, straight up. And they call you no-coiners. They have a name for you. You're a no-coiner.
Well, I might be a no coiner, but when all of it eventually crashes and motherfuckers didn't cash out quick enough, they're gonna be no moneyers. So I mean, it's whatever. I'm not judging anyone.
Yeah, facts. I mean, if crypto goes down by a lot, I'm in trouble.
More people than ever are.
You're not gonna be able to pay the $10 million studio rent. Let's just say that.
Dude, you don't, Steven. You and I both know that because of how popular this Bitcoin trend has become, there's people that probably have more of their money allocated to their Bitcoin wallet than they do to their actual like bank account.
Yeah,
like more principal investment.
Yeah.
And that if it crashes or when it crashes, you know what I mean? They'll be in a bad spot.
It's weird, man. It's one of those things where, like, yeah, I know it's going to be so bad, and there's just nothing I can say. You're not going to get through to these people.
There's a great comment in the chat. You guys are like the adults from Hook. You don't believe in magic anymore. That's why you can't see all the mad food in front of me, bro. That's so funny. I'm not hating on anyone who buys crypto or invests in Forex or anything like that. I'm saying I don't feel like I would be comfortable losing any money in it. So therefore I'm not investing in it right now because I have other financial priorities that I would like to attend to first. And I don't feel that I understand this very
complicated. It's complicated.
Complicated game.
Listen, and you shouldn't feel bad for that. And there is a feeling where if you're not investing in crypto, you're missing out, whatever. There's a chance you are. There's also a chance you're gonna save a lot of money by not buying at the top.
Sure. But bro, we've all been missing out. There's always been, all of us, our whole lives, before Bitcoin, before crypto, all of us were missing out on something that we just didn't know about.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, you can't shame me really for saying,
they will.
Hey, I don't understand this. No, I know they will, but
I've been tweeting about these Ponzi schemes. They go off on me. They go, you're a no-coiner. Whatever. I'm like, I'm not even a no-coiner. And they're like, well, you're not talking like you're like one of us or whatever. And so, dude, I literally added in my Twitter bio, I was showing Amish this, I had to add laser eyes because I was like, I got to tell these people that I'm one of them. This is what all the people who think Bitcoin's going to go to 100K added to their bio. It's so cringy. So I was like, let me do it real quick. I just added it as a joke.
Wow, that's a real thing?
No, seriously, when you talk to these crypto guys, all of it's like laser eyes. Let's see if we can find some. Let's go to let's see if we can find a few of these.
Thank you, Bolt.
Oh, here we go.
And look,
like this guy. Like this. They all do it. Like this guy. Like they have to have laser eyes, dude. It's a crypto thing. It's so goofy.
Look, man, I'm just not gonna drop bag on something that I don't know about. And you can't fault a guy for saying, hey, I just don't know enough about this.
Look at this guy. Yeah, I mean, I agree. Vinji, like, this is the type of people you're dealing with. First of all, laser eyes bio. And he's talking to like an economist or something. Oh, yeah. It's pretty hilarious that econ professors across the world are sitting in confusion watching the price of Bitcoin skyrocket. What's funnier is that Bitcoin will render all textbooks useless. It completely destroys their lessons due to the paradigm shift. It's like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Sorry to say. I don't know. So dumb.
I'm going to address the questions about what do I invest in then. It doesn't clearly invest. At this point, you're correct. I've not yet invested. Why? I'm following the tried and true financial principles of life. First, you need to have no debt. First, you need to have an emergency savings account before you can worry about spreading your wings financially. Like if you try and cut corners and you try and be impatient, you're just going to shoot yourself in the foot. So I'm on full financial conservative Dave Ramsey mode right now, where I'm like, yo,
dude, I was like, dude, this guy's Dave Ramsey, dude.
I'm on my Dave Ramsey right now. Like certain things I don't agree with him on, like buying property in cash and waiting to buy a house, like a rental property, before you have enough to buy it all in cash. Like some things I disagree with, but like I still owe money on my car. Why the fuck am I gonna put thousands of dollars on, you know what I mean? Because I think it's gonna skyrocket and I'm gonna make enough off of the principal investment that I could pay off my car and then some. Like, think about that, bro. I'm thinking in terms of a shortcut.
Here's what you need to do, Marco. Here's the big brain play. Okay?
There you go.
We're about to hit hyperinflation because of the fact that the U.S. stock market is prepared to take a big dive. The Fed's been printing money.
Mm-hmm.
They've been lowering rates for a while, but they can't do it forever, meaning that rates have to increase.
Okay.
Well, you're not even in the U.S., so it doesn't matter. But I'm going to continue this rant because I had it all planned.
Go ahead.
Because it's hyperinflating, instead of paying off debt, your best move is to take on more debt. Because when you take on debt and you get leveraged in an asset like a home, When the value goes up, the value of the asset goes up, but the loan amount stays the same. Meaning you're paying off your loan without doing anything. Meaning you should take on as much debt as possible. End of sentence. What do you think? That's actually that's a strat. That's a strat. Get leveraged up before the big hyperinflation.
You guys, I'm keeping it really real here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I'm not going to invest in Bitcoin because I'm scared or because I think it might go down. I'm saying I'm not investing in anything right now because I still have debts that I should pay off first before I think about.
No, dude, you're doing the right thing. Hey, stop shaming Marco. Okay, stop it. You're making him feel,
chilling.
Hey, don't let these people bring you down.
No, I'm not down. I'm chilling. I'm just saying, like, I just want y'all to know where I'm coming from. It's not from a place of like, Bitcoin's bad. No, I don't care.
You feel that?
I hope everyone wins.
Yo, your Canada cryptocurrencies, by the way, is scams. Like a bunch of y'all's exchanges went boom because they stole a bunch of money. So I mean, even you were smart. A lot of people lost everything because they got involved in all these scams, like scam exchanges. So there's this thing called was it Mt. Gox? But there's another one too, Quadriga Capital or something like that. Like
Mt. Gox.
Oh, yeah. Haha. Hey, yo, how's Canada doing though? Y'all got hyperinflation coming down the pipe, dude. We be heading.
Do we?
That
I don't
direction.
know. Well, I don't know. What's Canada's problem? I don't know.
Because there is some truth to that, which is that look, if your currency is going to trash or going to hyperinflate, cash is trash, as they say. Because basically there's no reason for you to hold it, because if your currency, if your dollar today is going to be worth 50 cents tomorrow, you've got to find some way to protect it or get it, like make it not only beat inflation, or not only match inflation, but beat it. You got to worry about that.
So what do I got to do? What did you say? Repeat that.
Well, it depends, because I mean I don't know how Canada's market.
Okay.
But like my strategy, like legit, is to try to diversify outside of just. Well, basically, you're trying to diversify against the bubble. It seems like we're in a bubble. And the problem is no one knows when. We've been in like a 10-year, 12-year market bull run. So we know that it's coming. We know, like historically, we know the correction comes. So you're thinking to yourself, okay, simultaneously I'm trying to avoid inflation, catch the bull run, while also hedging against the bear market, which is coming down the pipe. In order to do that, you have to invest in what's called uncorrelated assets, because you don't want to be overexposed to, like, let's say the real estate market takes a dump, but then the stock market doesn't. You can protect yourself by being invested in both, right? Like you basically you try to hedge both ways. So the problem is that things have become so what you call correlated, which means like if you and I start hanging out a lot and like I have a bad day, maybe you have a bad day too. And so it's hard to know. This is a terrible analogy. The point is the stock, like a lot of markets, it used to be you wanted to get diversified. You invested in U.S. markets and global markets. Okay? Because now, if the U.S. goes down, you have the global markets. Things are so globalized right now that everything's interconnected. And so that if one does bad, the other does bad. So you're not really diversified by being involved in one or the other. Because the more they're correlated, the worse you do as an investor because you can't get diversified. Or it's harder to avoid that risk. My point, I'm trying to find new ways of asset classes that like don't move the same way.
Right.
And save money.
I mean, to be honestly, bro, you're speaking Chinese to me at this point, but
okay.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know enough about this to sit here and be like, yeah, that's the move. Or like, I don't have an opinion on this because I don't know enough about that world. I will say to the people who are criticizing my no coining position, I just want to say, I agree that debt can be good if you can use that debt to make more money in the long run. If you're leveraging that debt, like I'd happily take on a $100,000 debt if it was for an asset, a cash flow generating asset. Sure. But right now, my debt, it looks like liability, like a vehicle is not a cash flow generating asset. Like I'm not using the vehicle to drive Uber or something like that. It's not an essential whatever. So I don't think there's any harm in me saying, let me pay off my car first.
Listen, you're fine. Don't let these haters get to you.
I'll wait to do the research and learn about this shit for when I can actually.
You start caring when you have money in the market. That's what I'll say. It's like until then, you don't have to care because it's like it doesn't affect you, so you're fine.
And even if I put $1,000 or like even if I scrape together $2,000 to put in the market, like what kind of interest rate? Like, there's no point almost.
Hey.
Especially if I have. Yeah, I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
Fine. Chill. Yo, we got to wrap up the stream. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning over here.
Oh, is it?
What time is it with you?
It's 11:45. I think you're an hour ahead of me.
Yeah, true. Okay, dude.
I need to come to Texas, bro. Y'all don't have COVID over there? Like,
it doesn't exist.
You hear about the third dose?
Governor says so.
You hear about the third dose? They might need a third dose for the vaccine.
I know. I heard Pfizer put that out, and guess which one I got? Pfizer.
Fuck.
Oh, dude, why do you have to talk about this right now? I'm pissed. You know they knew that too, and they wait till a bunch of people get vaccinated.
Oh, dude, it was the space race. It was the vax race, bro. Everybody wanted to be the first one with the vax, bro. They were like, yeah, just put it out, just drop it.
I'm outraged. A third vaccine within 12 months.
I want to see what happens, bro. I so badly wanted this to happen when I was fucking 14 and H1N1 hit. I was like, bro, watch how crazy would it be if everyone who got the vaccine turns into a zombie. And now I'm holding out for the same thing with the COVID vax. I'm like, yo, here it is, here it comes. I've seen enough movies, bro. It's coming.
Yeah, wait, are you anti-vax?
No, I'm not anti-vax.
Anti-COVID vax?
I'm a no-coiner.
You're a no-coiner anti-vax.
No-coiner.
I love that, dude. Oh, that's amazing. I'm a no-coin anti-vax.
Hey, yo, do you have the Elgato green screen? I just got that one.
No comment.
I literally got it yesterday.
Dude, listen, that's a good start. It's a good starter kit. Like, it's like your first starter hat, right? You'll get there. Nice. Hey, you'll get there just fine. Don't worry about it.
You don't have that green screen? Well, you have a fancier green screen than that?
Look, we'll talk off air, okay?
Will we?
Relax. Yes, give me a call.
Okay. I'm going to call you on WhatsApp.
Sure. Yo, so...
Not tonight, though. I know you're trying to go to bed.
The vax, though.
Talk to me.
They hoodwinked me. They head faked me.
What happened?
They told me it's just 2. Yo, the second one sucked.
No, I know. Listen, they gave you both. They gave everyone both, and then they were like, maybe a third one coming. Soon come.
Bro, my wife was doing rough, okay? She was not doing
They need to
well.
update the software. They put the chip in you. Now they have to do like a firmware update.
Yeah, dude. 6 to 12 months. What? An annual revaccination? Yo,
hey,
invent a better vaccine, huh? Invent a better.
I'm good, bro.
Yeah. All right. Yo, boys, thank you. Somebody gave me $10. Alec, thanks for the show.
Everyone get Zilla coin. Everyone go get Zilla coin.
Pump the stock, boys. Pump the stock by liking and subscribing. That's how you can pump it.
Real quick, Steven, before we get off this, what's your home address?
Oh, sure. I'll give that to you real quick. Yo. It's terrible.
What's your mom's maiden name, bro? I need to know. Trust me. It's just for, you know what I mean?
It's for nothing. You're going to send one of your goons after it. Show it on screen.
Dude, my goon that found that information about Bob, he did it all on his own. Like, I didn't ask him for anything. He literally
chats are
presented me
smart. Listen, I don't tempt the internet. I say, look, I'm sure you guys do know everything. Like, that internet's genius, and you never want to be an enemy of the internet. And so I say, hey, internet, I respect you. I respect all of you in chat. Let's all live our lives and have a happy time, because you never, that, like, just like you said, like, I'll never be canceled. I believe that's tempting the internet. And I think you should never say you can't find me away. Like, I'm sure.
Dude, cancel me. Dude, like, literally, I was debating doing this. When I first started doing YouTube, with no subscribers, when I first started doing YouTube, I came out and I went, hey, my 1,000 subscribers, guess what? When I was in grade 10, I was 2 Chainz for Halloween and I did blackface. and I didn't know that blackface was bad. I just was a big 2 Chainz fan. There was no malice in my heart when I did it. Sorry. I've literally been debating posting the picture of me as 2 Chainz for Halloween on my Instagram. So like, because I know somewhere down the road, 5 years from now or whatever, somebody's gonna be like, look what Marco did. And there's such a big difference. If you're the one that comes out and you go, hey, look what I did, people are gonna be like, man, good on you for owning up to your mistake. But if someone else comes out and they're like, look what he did, then you're in trouble. So that's why I'm like, fuck him.
Yeah. There's nothing that leaves the internet. So you're smart. You're smart. Get ahead of it. No, it's smart.
Can you click on me in OBS and bring me closer to you? I want to put my arm around you in OBS, bro. I'll give you a little kiss on the forehead or something. Oh, here, you gotta.
Watch out! Watch the lip.
Oh, I got you on the lips. My bad. Pause. I didn't get vaccinated, but you did. We all good.
We're okay, dude. It happens. Hey, thank you guys for joining in here today. I appreciate you. Now I'm social distancing you again. That was way too close for comfort. Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming on the show. Go subscribe to Always Marco. Catch the drip, boys, as you know, every Thursday night. See you guys next time.
Bro,
Peace.
is Amish really
Yo,
trying to get on the
question
Bachelor?
as we're about to end? Yeah, the answer is yes.
I'm keeping it going. I'm keeping it on. We staying on. You can leave. I'm staying on here.
All right, just gonna run the show.
Coffeezilla.
Yo. See you boys later. See ya.
All right, bro. All right, peace out.